coming from a child. Like, you know what I mean? Like they say, there's the saying of like kids say the darndest things, you know what I mean? And
Now they say the realest shit.
it's just, it's such a simple fucking request, bro. And for two adults who have the type of history that me and her have, and me and her talked about it. Like we've known each other now for close to fucking 10 years. Like
Known
she
about
was,
what?
what's that?
Known about what?
No, like me
Oh,
and her,
known each other. Known each other. Oh,
yeah,
I
we've known
apologize.
close to a fucking decade now. Like, you know what I mean? So close to a third of my life. Um, and so with the
Hi,
thick
Cat,
history that we
everybody.
have,
Who's
it's
going to be in
like
chat? Thank you so
such
much,
a
Cat, for
simple
being a part of the
request
stream,
shouldn't
buddy. Thanks so much for coming
garner
by.
such a reaction out of us. You know what I mean? Like it shouldn't be like, can we do it? Like, are we going to be able to handle this? Being, like type of shit, like being around each other and not argue and blah 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 blah. Like, but when you see the kiddos, it's like, yeah, man, like just shut up. Like, just do it. Just
Yeah, it's not like you guys fucking hate each other.
there's moments. There's
Yo, Cat, it's
moments,
all
but
good. Be
There's
safe,
always gonna
buddy.
be
I hope
moments,
everything
though,
gets
bro.
resolved,
It's
okay?
history, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Hope you're doing
I
okay, buddy.
fucking hate Zero.
Fuck you.
I hated him today.
bro. You know what I told her a long time ago? I told her, she's like, sometimes we just can't get along, huh? And I remember I was like, it's because I love you that sometimes I will just never get along with you. Like the things you say and the things you do are always going to rub me a certain way because I love you. Like I'm never going to be able to be unsensitive to the things you say, and even, through the past and us breaking up and everything, it was like I kind of had to learn how to turn that off a little bit, but still there was
The
still things,
love or the like
the
talking shit.
reactionary part of she says something and I feel slighted by her, like, you know what I mean, or I feel offended, like I kind of had to start separating. I've really been into the saying of divorcing the idea from the person. So divorcing the statement from the person and saying she's just saying something, or she's trying to bring something to my attention, not having a connection of my ex-girlfriend is saying this or my son's mom is saying this to me. I had to divorce that a little bit, and it's helped me tremendously. um Boys, it's Tuesday, or it's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
It's Wednesday, but
Yep.
it's the usual Tuesday fucking podcast
True.
with your host, Corpse of Corpse Collection, and I am joined with the lovely, powerful, wonderful, and the handsome gentleman, Save One and 0%. Yeah, we are here live and direct.
Damn, I'm handsome, dog.
Oh, you guys are immaculate. Um, I apologize, everybody. We didn't make it yesterday. I was caught up on some flights traveling from California back here to Ohio. But I don't give a fuck. You know what I was saying? Because business comes first and pleasure is after. But I'm pleased to be with you guys again.
We're here.
Yeah, we're here. So we're here for your audio enjoyment, your visual stimulation. Yeah, and ooh, you like that?
Hey, I'm trying to be visually stimulated. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you about to
I
get
like
some
that.
foliation up in this motherfucker. But
Oh, bro, you know what? You know what's funny that I was thinking about the other day. I listened to multiple podcasts, right? And
Mhm.
some of them vary from like 20 minutes long, 45 minutes long, an hour and a half long, and we do 2 hours, right? And I was like sitting there while I was driving to work. I was thinking to myself, dude, is 2 hours too long? Is 2 hours too long to listen to a podcast? I don't think it is. I don't think it is because genuinely, like what we do and how we do it, it's not that we typically stay on one subject for the whole fucking time. And I feel like there's never any dead noise. When there's dead noise, that's when you know the conversation is boring. You gotta dead it. You got move on with whatever. I think 2 hours is perfect for the amount for the three people that we have and the type of people that we all are. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to pat ourselves on the back for a second, real fast, because
Yeah, good shit, guys. To be honest, no, it's been really cool. I think
what episode are we on?
36.
36.
6, gentlemen.
You know what's funny is that when Zero and I were at work today, a couple more people were like asking about the podcast. Like, well, what do you guys talk about on the podcast? What do you guys do? I didn't even know you podcasted. And I'm like, yeah, bro, like you guys need to check the socials, fucking go online and see what we do. And one of the guys was like, do you guys talk about work? because Zero and I do it together, and I'm like, bro, we very rarely talk about anything.
What's up, Bryson? Thanks so much for dropping by, buddy. Yeah, very rarely. It's.
All right.
I was gonna say, I appreciate you guys rocking with it for so long. I feel like I'm trying to be better at this, and I've gotten better with like streaming and stuff like that in general. But like I'm very commonly like do something, do it for a good while, or maybe do it really, really like a lot excessively, and then I'll drop off like really hard. That's what happened like with TikToks. I'm trying to ramp up like videos and stuff like that, but one thing at a time. But this podcast has been really good to like get me in a rhythm of creating something every week.
But do you ever feel like, oh, I gotta fucking do the pod tonight?
The only times I ever feel that are when like I am busy with other things, and it's never like like fuck I have to like talk to these people or like like think about something or whatever it may be. It's always like I just have a lot of shit happening all at once. Like a lot of things also are like my head in general, just like I'm overthinking about all of them all at either the same time, or like I have to do this but I don't have enough time for that, and then I have to like go do this over here. I want to run. There's a lot of things that but it's never like fuck I have to talk to these guys.
Yeah, I never wanted to get to the fact for listeners or even for us as hosts to be like, oh, we gotta do this again this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Genuinely, especially this week. Like I was super hyped to do it yesterday, but after today, like I was even more hyped to do it today because it's just like, I don't know, something about the presence of the three of us just shooting the shit with each other and not really caring about what the fuck we say, but really listening to the thoughts.
What's up, Jem?
Of
Thanks
each
so
other.
much. Thanks so
And then
much.
even with, like,
W
chat
stream. I
chiming in
appreciate you.
and shit like that. It's just there's just something about the presence of all of it, the mixture of one. What is it?
Yeah.
The serendipity of everything going on.
Serendipitous.
Serendipity. What did I say? Serendipity.
Serendipitous.
The serendipity of just all that working at the same time is just. Wow, that's all I have to say. And I genuinely want to know, because there's things in Zero's life that happens after work that I don't know about. There's things in your life, Corpse, even though we've been friends for so long, that I don't know about. My same thing with me. And it's like it's cool to recollect each other over the week and start off the week strong doing this, and then enjoying the rest of our week and talking about what happened prior the next week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that even kind of, I think, there was a saying that really stuck with me was, with Dread, I used to ask him if he would get discouraged when we would have small sessions. And he said, as long as
Dread used to be somebody that Corpse and I used to dance under, for context. Zero.
Yeah, for context.
He was our big homie.
And he would throw these sessions out in North Hollywood. And, I would drive out there and, especially when I was first starting off, like, I didn't give a fuck who was there as long as I could dance. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I barely even need, I don't need nobody. Like, I could dance in this fucking parking lot by my damn self, bro. Honestly, like, like, I don't need nobody here, bro. Like, like I'm going to dance and I'm going to enjoy myself. But he made this statement is when two men are in accord, that God is present. And that always stuck with me, like, you know what I mean? And so there's times where I'm like, fuck, the podcast is tonight, you know what I mean? And it's like Zero said, it's usually because I'm swamped with work and I'm just burnt the fuck out, like, but I know that I'm going to be in the presence when I'm with you guys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, when I'm with you guys and I'm in my covenant, that his presence is there, and I need that. Like, I need that in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, the older I've gotten and the more I've studied scriptures and stuff, and like, masonry and everything, like the presence, being in accord with other individuals and being in the presence of that vibe and that feeling, that energy is something I need. You know what I mean? And like I always tell it, like I said it before on the podcast, sometimes I count the fucking minutes, dude. It's like, fuck, okay, 5 more minutes and then I can finally be on the podcast, dude. Like, I gotta get there. Like, let's just go. Let's get there,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's definitely times when it's exhausting, you know what I mean? And trying to make sure that, that we're entertaining and that we're on, you know what I mean? Like, we're on
Yeah.
the podcast, like, but again too, like I think that's why I'm glad that we don't put on, like, we don't have like these characters that we put on, you know what I
That's what I was
mean?
just about to say. Yep.
There's no persona. Like, of course I'm the misogynist, I hate women fucking persona that
True.
I put on
And
sometimes.
based.
Yeah, but you still get more DMs than anybody.
Right wing extremist, like, you know what I mean, that I put on. But for the most part, I just get to joke and have fun and just kind of talk my shit, whatever. And I think that's also a cool way to, the because the topic for tonight I wanted to talk about was well, obviously, is how far does loyalty go, right? How far does your loyalty go? And that's something that I feel like towards this podcast, I'm very loyal to it. I try to make sure that I clear the time for it. If somebody's trying to plan something with me on a Tuesday, I'm like, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you ain't got me. You'll have me, from 8 to 10, I'm blocked. I'm blocked out. Don't even fucking ask. Like, I stopped going to Beast Camp sessions. Beast Camp Tuesdays, I stopped going because I'm on the podcast and I'm not about
Yo,
to
Mayor,
leave
good night. Good night, guys.
Oxnard
If
at
you guys got
10
a dip,
to
thanks so
get
much
to
for dropping by,
LA
though.
by like 11:15, then to have to turn around and go back home within an hour and a half. I'm not doing it. Like, you know what I mean?
Because you still have something else that you love to do here.
Yeah, so
Session's always going to be there.
the session's always going to be there. And this right now, it serves a purpose for me that dancing just ain't serving for me right now. And so I'll go hit a session on a Wednesday or on a Monday or a morgue on Friday or something on a Saturday. I find my loyalty to dancing in other spots.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Especially when there's so many different times you can do that, whereas this is like pretty much one set time that we do this.
Tuesdays are
It's
day.
like, yeah, and we all kind of have our input in on that. You know what I mean? Like, we all know Tuesday is the day that we link.
And
Unless something happens.
usually Wednesday's lodge day for me, which is something I'm loyal to. You know what I mean? Like, I was just telling a certain somebody, like, I'm never letting go of masonry. It's not that I couldn't let go of it. I could leave masonry right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I'm loyal to it. I'm loyal to the craft. You know what I mean? So I am thankful that our time that we've chosen, that even if we do push it to a Wednesday, I could still make the podcast because lodge is already over by the time 8 p.m. hits. So then I could rush home, get the shit set up, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean?
Well, speaking of, bro, I was rushing because I was at the liquor store.
Yeah.
Told you I was gonna show you.
Alrighty,
the
guys. I'll
bottle.
see you guys
Let's
next
see
stream.
it.
Thanks so
Let's
much
see it.
for
I think
dropping
you
by,
know
buddy.
what's crazy? As much as I love Hennessy, as much as I haven't drank Hennessy in months, bro. And as much as I love it, I'm surprised that the Hennessy has never, ever, ever made an appearance on the podcast. But tonight, different circumstances, it definitely has. So I had to go out and buy a very special bottle
Woo.
of Hennessy
It's blown out.
Woo.
So
to
fucking-
make sure that it is not that blown out.
I can't read it. Snoop?
You don't need to read it. It
Oh, I
literally
don't know.
just says
Well, how do
Hennessy.
I know if it's... It looks nice. It's a very nice box.
Podcast is brought to you by Hennessy and
Oh,
Alcoholics.
please, God. Hey, Hennessy, sponsor the podcast. No, actually, don't. That would be bad news.
Bad news
That would be bad
bears.
news if Hennessy. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, bro, because then he's going to get all types of Hennessy sent to his house. Because I'm not drinking it.
I had to get this one because I have hella collector's bottles. This is the collector's bottle, but I gotta make sure I drink what's in it first. Tonight is a night that this is gonna get drank. I'm not drinking the whole bottle because I gotta work at fucking.
I was literally going to say the
No,
whole
no.
thing.
But it's definitely getting tapped tonight. I'm definitely drinking this. We're definitely gonna have a great fucking podcast. So this is a usual Tuesday inspired purchase.
Hey,
Wow.
let's fucking
Hennessy
go.
Usual Tuesday edition.
Let's fucking go.
No, the usual Tuesday Hennessy edition.
Oh, I'm gonna put that in the title. I'm gonna put that in the title. I'm gonna put that on the title on Spotify.
I'll drink enough for the three of us. How about that?
But gentlemen, so the question on the table is how far does your loyalty go? Yeah. And I kind of wanted to start off with how would you define someone being loyal to you? Like, what is loyalty to you? I guess
Can
we
we
could
get a
start there.
textbook definition first.
Well, but also I think I want to know like what you mean, because I think I expect different loyalty from different people.
Yeah, that
Mm,
too. That
okay.
too. That too.
Yeah, so I would say that,
Let me get the textbook definition out for you real fast.
yeah, because loyalty that I would expect from a friend wouldn't be the same I would expect from a lover, right?
Quality of being loyal.
Based.
A strong feeling of support or allegiance.
Yes.
Allegiance is a
Being there for
strong
someone
word.
through the highs and lows and staying by their side regardless of the circumstances. That's an interesting one. Let me read that one more time. It says being there for someone through the highs and lows and staying by their side regardless of the circumstances.
Regardless.
See, and
Oh.
my loyalty here came into question here recently, because I'm friends with certain people who have made some certain choices, ones that I don't agree with, ones that I have had to have big boy conversations with them about, right, in private, and they know I love them. They know I love them, and in these choices, they may have hurt some other people, right? And so I kind of got put in a position to where it's like, well, if you're friends with them and they did this to me, then you can't be my friend. And it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, I can, because your guys' dispute is you, and I could be here for both of you, right, and let you guys work this out amicably, 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 right? I don't believe so much in the sow of division, especially if people came to me for my counsel, right, and they chose differently, and then you
we
have
talked about that today.
what was that?
I think no, Zero and I talked about that today.
Right, and so it's like, so you didn't listen to my counsel, and now you had X, Y, and Z events happen. You can't put my loyalty into question because I was here for you. My counsel was given during your lows and highs, and I'm trying to be loyal to both of you. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm not picking sides in this. I love you guys. Like, I love you both equally, and I'm no hands of vengeance. I'm not hands of morality. You know what I mean? I'm fucking the probably least moral fucking person to be questioning.
No, but that was actually going to be my question: is what if their decisions go against your morals?
Because you don't agree with them, so by nature it feels like it has to go against your morals.
Yeah, and now there's.
Well, I wouldn't say that. You can
don't-
be in disagreements with somebody that, and it doesn't have to do with your morals.
I don't think you would disagree with it then. You'd be like, that's fine. No?
I may disagree with some of the things that Cisco enjoys sexually, right? But that doesn't necessarily go against my morals.
Wait. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
I may go against some of the things that Cisco enjoys sexually, right? Things that he would like to do with his partner. I might not quite agree with it, right? But that doesn't quite go against what I see as moralistic, right? Or
but we're talking about kind of the pleasures of somebody else. Don't like yuck somebody else's yum or whatever, however that saying goes.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about that specifically in this situation. We're talking about the actions of somebody that you would deem that, I guess not immoral, but to some degree would go against your morality, it feels like, because you disagree with it.
Yes,
not to say that like they murdered somebody, like that would be fucked, but to some degree.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think of an example of something that I would agree with that doesn't have to deal with morality.
I don't know. Like everything that I could think of that you would disagree with or agree with that wouldn't go against your morality would be like my pleasures or your disgust. You don't like carrot cake, I love carrot cake, but that goes against nobody's morale.
But can't pleasure go towards morale?
I don't think so, because at the end of the day, as long as it's like, let's say it's like some crazy sex act, as long as it's two consenting adults, you could disagree with it, but there's no morality there, because if somebody was getting hurt, that's against your morale.
That's a fair point.
I get what you're saying.
Now, like politics is something too. I could say, like, people may have varying political ideas, but I wouldn't deem them as
immoral,
going against immoral choices or going against.
Okay, well, then that's probably the main one, right? Like you could disagree with somebody politically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And my loyalty, right? So to bring it even back, my loyalty extends past political lines, right? Like
Mine does
it
too.
goes way fucking past that, dude.
Mine
Like,
doesn't. Left, or you're left out of my life. Okay. No, I'm just
please,
like,
All right. Hey, well, thank you guys, everybody. That's been the usual Tuesday podcast.
nah. Genuinely, I wouldn't even say I'm left. I'm left to you guys, but not left in general.
A friend puts his hand on his girl, and you're friends with both. No matter what she did, he's against your morals for violence against a woman. Oh yeah, absolutely. Anybody puts their hands on a woman in front of me, you're gonna get stomped out, and like you're x'd out.
X'd out.
Unless he like pulls a strap or like some type of knife on you or something. We ain't doing all that.
yeah, if I could see now, this is my thing. Is if I could see their arguments and if I could see their disagreements that are starting to reach a certain point, and I step in and I say, "Hey, you guys need to break this off. Like, look at where you guys are going. Look at where this is heading." Right.
Yeah.
And then an act of violence ensues after that. It's hard for me to cut both of these people off, right? Because who's truly in the wrong? You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, he is wrong for doing this. Absolutely. There's under no circumstance should we be putting our hands on women, and especially in a romantic relationship over romance, right? Like I can understand
It's romantic.
like right, but like
Cisco.
Wait. Think about what the fuck you just said. There's no reason that you should put your hands on a. What did you say? On
a woman in a romantic.
in a romantic relationship over romance unless it's romantic. That's a bar.
but you know, because at the same time I could look at her and say, you should have heeded my warning. You should have heeded my warning, right? And now here I am having to doctor a wounded person and somebody who may have had this violent outbreak, but that's not who they are. You know, that's not.
But there's just some things that you can't say you should have. Listen, is there a plane flying over somebody's house?
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's me.
Um,
I don't know where these planes are coming from.
That guy's in the Gaza Strip, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Whoa.
for real.
Whoa.
There. I feel like there's certain scenarios where like. I know he was wrong, but if you would have listened, that wouldn't have been the case. You know, like I never. You said what?
It's like if you would have listened, maybe we could have avoided all this. And that's on both of them. That's on
Yeah, but
both of them. Even
I don't
he
know,
should have,
though. I don't-
you know. It's like you should have.
unless a woman is really like putting some force out to you, I don't think there is anything, any right for you to put your hands on somebody, regardless of the situation.
Bro, I remember
That's
when
one that I'm
Wait,
like
like
no.
what if she's like swinging, like no holds bar? She's swinging.
If you cannot restrain,
What if it's an MMA
time for the one
chick?
time.
What if she like been training MMA? She's like,
then you fight for your life. You fight for your life.
Now, trip out, bro. There was this dude who used to live down the street from me from my dad's house. And I had popped out the house one day, you know, just chilling in the front yard doing my thing. And oh boy, laid his chick out. Like, I'm
Whoa.
talking about she was on the ground and he like low key dragged her in the house.
Oof.
I end up walking down there, had a baseball bat. I was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, what is going on here? A couple of homies roll down and they're like, yo, you gotta chill, like relax, like we're gonna handle this later, just relax. I seen him the next day and she's loving up on him and everything just seemed hunky-dory, right? And I told the homies, I was like, yo, how are we just gonna let this slide, you know? And he goes, hey man, what happens behind their doors is their business. Like it happened outside. Now, yeah, you know, we can kind of meddle in this, but if that's the bounds of their relationship, then just stay the fuck out of it. You know what I mean?
I mean, there's a point in time where you have to understand people are gonna make the decisions that they're gonna make regardless of what the fuck you say, do, or whatever.
And I'm not
That's a hard one though. That one is difficult for me because there's some type of psychological breakdown happening, and men are very good at that. we're very good at that. Women are better. Women are better in certain circumstances, but we're very good at that. But it's a power dynamic type of thing, and yeah, that one is that's a touchy one. I don't know how I would feel. You try,
It's a weird one, bro.
but I can agree with you in the sense that you know if you've done your job is to, as a friend, brother, uh, partner, whatever the case may be, is to be like, yo, this is how I feel about this situation. I know you. This is how much I know about you. This is how I feel about this situation in the sense of me knowing you. And this is why I think you shouldn't do this or you should do this, that, and the other. And then we have to understand that whatever the outcome is played out because of them.
Yes.
And the hardest part, and Zero and I were just talking about this today. The hardest part is us sitting back and just watching it play out, because you're either going to be like, wow, that played out great, and I'm glad that they chose to go that route, or you're going to be sitting there saying, I told you so.
Man, and me and Damo was just saying that, like, I told you so. I told you so's are good when I'm wrong. Like, I'm telling someone, like, hey, this is going to happen. This is going to happen. This is going to happen. But then it didn't happen. And they get to tell me, see, I told you so. You were wrong. See,
Yeah.
I'm good with I told you so's when I'm wrong.
Damo hit you with that because I texted him today. I genuinely texted him today. I said something along the lines of, now you can tell me I told you so, or something like that.
I hate saying I told you
I
so when
literally,
I'm wrong,
I texted
man.
him back. I'm like, I don't say this with pleasure. You know what I mean? And then I put like
Did I
little
text you that, or did I WebEx you?
I think you WebEx
you,
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like,
Yeah, no, but
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hit him with the, like, I was like, now you can tell me I told you so. Because we talked about it the other day. We talked about something the other day, and then I was like, the last thing I want is for you to be able to tell me I told you so.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he was very good from a friend standpoint. He was like, nah, this, that, and the other. And he was like, maybe you're looking at it this way and it's really this way. I hope it doesn't play out to where it's I told you so. And then that's when I texted him today, and he was like, but he was still, that's where the loyalty from Zero comes from. Because he didn't bash the said person that, whatever the situation was. He didn't bash me for being wrong. He was just like, yo, like, how do you feel about it? What do you want to do? What do you want to say? What do you want to... That, to me, that's loyalty.
Shame.
Cisco's gonna come out swinging, bro. It might still happen, but it's okay.
How far?
No, I was, bro. I was.
No.
Let me tell you something, okay? Hold on, real fast. Let me tell you this. I was hot. I wasn't too hot, but I was hot. And to me, it's because of whatever the situation is, and I'm sure the listeners are probably extremely confused. You're going to be confused for a second here, but if you put two and two together, you might be able to figure it out. The situation at hand was the thing that I was upset about, and it ties back into this, right? Is that there was loyalty there that stood there, and I want to call it loyalty. Actually, let me revert. There was compassion from me taking a chance on a certain scenario that I've never taken a chance on, that I've never fathomed taking a chance on, and talked about how I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, and I did it just to wind up in the same situation again, proven time and time again that's going to happen. You know what I mean? And I mean, I feel like there was some type of loyalty on my end, but the issue is, I'm not even mad about it. I'm not even mad about it. I'm not sad about it. I'm just disappointed at the fact that it played out the way that it played, and that I literally sat here I hate it because everybody always there's so many people in my life that tell me, oh, you're such a nice guy, you're too nice. I hate when people tell me I'm too nice, because this is my personality. This is the only way I know how to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I continue to give somebody the benefit of the doubt and then I get proven wrong, it's like a shot to my pride. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
I literally I want to say I put my neck out for you and gave you the blessing of a doubt that other people had, and like, nah, it couldn't play out that way. And for me to still sit here and be like, maybe it isn't what I thought it was. Maybe it's something different. Maybe I'm just overthinking some type of shit. Blah 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 blah. I'm still giving you the benefit of the doubt. And the thing that I was telling Zero today is that regardless of however it plays in my mental, whatever damage it does to my mental, I cannot let it affect me in the negative way. Because, bro, it could be straight up demon time for me. You know what I mean? Like, I could be like, fuck the world, fuck everything that happens, and I'm just out here raw dogging the world.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm too grown for that shit, bro. Like, that's not how I am as a person. That's not with my morals. So, like, to me, I feel like there is a standpoint of loyalty on that point, but I didn't have anything to be loyal to. You know what I mean? So therefore it is somewhat my fault. You know what I mean?
No,
Does that make sense?
I have a relation to that, man, where it's like you try to give people so much benefit of the doubt, right? And in that you're trying to show the loyalty of, like, no matter what, like the definition, no matter what, through the ups and downs of my own insecurities and my own doubts, I'm going to stick beside you. I'm gonna ride this, to the fucking wheels fall off. You know what I mean? And Jordan Peterson once, he made this quote.
JP.
He made this
JP.
shout out. Hey, Jordan Peterson, sponsor this motherfucking podcast. Matter of fact, be a guest on this
Yo.
motherfucking
Give me
podcast.
15, bro. We'll put our money together and put 15 minutes together for you to be on the podcast.
Bro, he takes 100K an hour.
100K
Yeah,
an
15
hour.
minutes. 15 minutes.
What's fucking 45
25K.
seconds, dude?
What's 25K for 15 minutes?
No, bro.
But he goes that when somebody is disloyal to you and they break your trust, is that you
What's up,
begin to
Motion? Thanks so much
question
for being
your
here,
ability to
buddy.
discern between truth and fiction. And that, I mean, that has fucking broke me over time and time again. And I think we've all been through our own sets of heartbreak and betrayals, right? And I think we've all perpetrated our own heartbreaks and betrayals, on all kinds of levels, right? But like you said, Cisco, man, like I can't let those things affect me negatively, because I've been told similar things. You're too nice, you love too much, you're loving me too much. And I always hit them with the responses, I don't know any other way. And I refuse to change that. I refuse.
And that's either gonna steer other people away, or it's gonna steer you away from being around other people. That's the fucking downfall. That's the downfall, bro. I don't know how to turn it off. You don't know how to turn it off. Zero don't know how to turn it off. We don't know. Like, that's something that we all have in common. You know what I mean? The overthinking, the overloving, the over being nice, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Like, we just don't know how to turn it off, because that's what we know is going to make the world a better place.
There was a thing too of like, I realized that I could drown. What was it? I realized that I could drown my plant from the way that I watered it. And then after that, I thought of how love could be violence. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, so if I'm bombarding them with this love, then I just need to find a different garden. I need to be in a place where I am not overflowing onto somebody, that they're absorbing me exactly the way that I come out. You know what I mean? Like they're taking me in exactly at the rate. Their rate of in is exactly my rate of out. Like perfect bandwidth. You know what I'm saying? And I think we've spoke about
a flower that needs to be watered that much.
Yes, that can handle it. And I'm sorry.
Here's the thing is, and this is what I was talking about Zero with, is that when do you find that? I genuinely think that you find it when you stop looking. That's what I thought, right? Genuinely, I thought that. And then then you go the route of not looking and run into a flower that you think takes the water the way that you give it, and then you realize that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've drowned all these other flowers, then you find the one flower that you think that needs the watering that you have. Give the water, it proceeds to take the water and grow the way that you want it to grow, and then you realize now it's asking for too much water. Where's the balance? Where's the balance?
I think that you have to be able to get, and this is a big, and if people are wondering, right, my loyalty has led me to drown people in the love and the affection that I give. It's led me to drown people in the attention that I'm willing to give, the efforts I'm willing to make. And I think that when I find a person who will declare more of me, I don't have a problem rising to that occasion. Right? Like it just comes with the simple questions of what can I do more? Right? And again, loyalty through the ups and downs. I am more than loyal to somebody to teach them the ways, right? Or to be taught the ways. Like teach me how to love you. Show me your love languages, right? Like is there more that I could give you? Please instruct me. You know what I mean? And I'm willing to learn. I'm willing to go through these things. And I think that's also a part of the whole. I think watering is not only, watering a relationship doesn't only come with what you can immediately put out to them, but how you can adjust to give them more, right? I can't give you less of me. I refuse to. I refuse to give you less of me, right? Because
It's not even that you refuse, you just don't know how.
I just can't. I can't. Like it's mind-boggling to feel compressed of like, am I bugging them? Am I being too much right now? Do I need to text them
That's
less?
also the overthinking thing that Damo and I were talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
He does. Even Damo said today that he does that with his friends, bro. His own, even me. He said he does it with. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But is that a standpoint of loyalty? Also,
I think the recognition, in the recognition of maybe I need to make an adjustment here. You know what I mean? With some of my friends recently too, me and one of my buddies got into a back and forth. The milkman. Me and Milkman was getting into a back and forth one day, bro, and I was like I had to tell him sorry. Like I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to, ruffle your feathers, bro. Like, and I should have just been here for you to vent, right? Instead of me trying to give you advice. And times, and there's been times, and there's times when he's looking for advice and I'm just letting him vent. And sometimes I have to stop and ask myself to ask him, what are you looking for right now? Are you needing my advice, bro, or are you just bitching? Because if we're bitching, we're bitching, bro. Let's bitch. Like,
we talked about that on the podcast before. Remember, because that was an issue that I had before too. Yes. Like, if somebody's venting to me about problems they have, as a problem solver, I'm gonna give you solutions to the fucking problems that you have. Unless you tell me like, yo, shut the fuck up, listen to the problems I have, and that's what's gonna make me feel better. Okay, great. Say whatever the fuck you have to say.
And I bro, I mean, I think that's a problem on like the flip side of that. So for the other person, I think they lose a sense of their sight where it's like they're just trying to fix my problems when I want them to just to listen. It's like, okay, but understand the loyalty they're showing you, bro. Like you're calling them up at 1 a.m.
Ramen, hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm sad, or I got this
bro
going
kept
on
complaining.
Like,
he just kept venting.
Go into fix it mode.
He was going
like,
through it.
You gotta recognize that they're putting in that effort and showing you that loyalty. That at a drop of a dime, fuck what we've been doing all day. You've came to me with this issue. We're about to fix this shit. You know what I mean? And for some of us, we go into that natural fix mode, where some dudes, go into immediate vent, listening ears on type mode, and neither one of them are wrong. I don't want to say either one of them are ever wrong, because people like to say, oh well, women just want someone to listen. No, some women want a man who's going to come and help fix their fucking issues. You know what I mean? ain't amount of fucking venting going to change that goddamn light bulb. You feel me? Ain't enough. There ain't no venting that's going to change that motherfucking tire, dude. Like, she needs somebody to come fix the shit now. Like, you know, so we got to be able to recognize these patterns. And I think to me, you know, how far does my loyalty go? I think, you know, in a sense like that, this is my ability to recognize the position I need to play. Right. And if I can fulfill that position.
Yeah. You
'cause
gotta
there's-
wear a lot of hats.
Yeah, I mean, there's some people that I'm just not that loyal to. I'm not that loyal to where I'm going to wear all hats. I'm not. I can't do it. You
Oh,
know?
will you wear one
Yeah,
or two?
for sure.
So let me ask this, Damo, because I think you said that as well, right? Like there's different loyalty towards different people, right? Like you
I expect different
what
things from different people. Yeah, like
Yeah.
friends like you guys, I would never expect. What? Safe sex? Is that what he said?
I don't know.
I don't know what he said. I thought
I missed it.
I missed it. I was fuck that fucking threw me off. I would expect if somebody's like kind of shitting on me for you guys to be like, whoa, like that's not him, that's not his character. What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Mhm.
Or like he wouldn't do that or whatever it may be. But like strangers or like people I've known for a couple months, I would never expect that sort of loyalty on that level. If they were like talking, not if they were talking shit on me, because I feel like that's human decency, I guess. But if the people that they were around started talking shit on me, I wouldn't be like, bro, what the fuck? You were supposed to defend me. I'd just be like, I mean, I don't know. You didn't know. You probably didn't know the people who were talking shit. Whatever. It doesn't really fucking matter. Cisco, what did you say when you left?
Oh, I said sex.
Oh, I was close. I said safe sex. I was
What's
close.
that?
True. Sex with the hard hat
No,
on.
no. Okay, so let me ask you this. So
That was-
being our friend,
That was the fakest. Anyway.
bro, Damo has been getting on me about this, Corpse. Damo swears up and down that I have perfected the fake laugh.
Yep.
And he'll be like, bro, you just know how to fake laugh. Like,
Good salesmen know how to fake laugh. I've noticed this from Cisco, and I've noticed this from some. I won't name him because I don't know if he wants to be named. I used to work with him at my last job, and both of
do you
you.
watch your podcast?
Yes. Sometimes he pops in the stream. Yeah. I just don't know if he wants to be out there like that.
Shout out to him.
But
Crazy, just say a name. I could say a name. Fernando,
oh, Fernando. Yeah. Anyway, so I knew
Jennifer.
I know both of them, and he was a cool dude. He was a charismatic dude, and everybody loved him. Everybody loves Cisco, and I'm like, that's so weird. Like, don't these people know that they're
Everybody?
fake laughing at their shit? Not that they don't necessarily think it's funny, or I don't know, but it's fake, bro. I know it's fake, and I called him out on it one day, and I was like, What did you learn to do this? Like, is it car
I
business?
don't even realize that I do it, bro. Like, I genuinely don't realize. Like, there's never a time in my life where I'm like, oh, insert fake laugh. You know what I mean? Like,
No, but it's like some dumb joke or like some dumb offhanded like little comment or whatever, and you turn it on. It's like so inherent, bro. It's not
but
that
it's
you
not
think about
turned
it.
on, bro. That's just who I am as a person.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not even saying it's malicious or like you gotta like consciously
Sounds
do it,
malicious.
huh?
Sounds malicious.
No.
Sounds
I'm not.
malicious.
I'm not saying it's. I don't think it's. I think it is. I was gonna say I think it's a great tactic, but it's not like a tactic. It's just like
Oh, so now you think tactic
No,
for my
it's-
friendship?
it's just like a thing that people develop like a little
Is that
tick
a fake
that
laugh that I just did just now?
the one that you did right before that I just brought. The whole reason I brought this shit up was a fake laugh for sure.
Was it? I don't know.
And he asked me like,
don't
how do
know.
I know it's a fake laugh? You could just tell. There's just certain. You just like the
When you've heard his
quality.
real laugh, when you've heard his real laugh enough times, it's like,
Yeah.
ah,
No, but there's a difference between like something that's a chuckle and something that makes me like fucking wheeze.
Yeah,
You know
there's
what
a
I'm saying?
difference for sure. But I don't know, bro. I could just tell like the
You're gonna have to
quality
catch-
of the
you're gonna have
laugh.
to catch me- You're gonna have to catch me doing it and then be like, "Yo, that was a fake laugh right there."
I just did. That was a fake laugh.
But I don't remember though. I don't remember what the laugh was. don't remember what the context of the laugh was. Okay, but anyways, here's my question. So, as officially now friends of yours, Corpse and I,
Yes, true.
officially
That
now,
makes me happy.
only
Couple-
about
a couple
15
months.
episodes. Only about 15 episodes. You know,
You're like halfway. You've been like not halfway. Sorry, half of the
we've been
time we've
friends
been
for half of the time that we've been doing this.
of half of the podcast.
Yeah.
A little bit more than
We've only
half.
been your
Actually,
friends for half of it.
a little bit more than half. We're about to be on 40,
we?
and we have unpublished or
We're not even about to be on 40. We're on like 35.
we're on 36.
Okay, 36. We're about to be at 40. Okay. 15 episodes in, we're finally your fucking friends. So let me ask you this. Because this is the reason that I want to ask you specifically. Like I don't have to question my loyalty to Corpse. Like I know that Corpse will hide a body for my ass. I know Corpse will. If I, there's pretty much nothing that Corpse wouldn't do for me, and vice versa. So going into it, knowing that we're not your friends in the beginning of this, or that sounds so fucking shitty if I say it like that. Not that we're not your friends.
It's
Knowing that you don't view us as genuine friends. I'll say it that way. Knowing that you don't see us as genuine friends at that point. At the turning point of when you're like, okay, these are my friends. Is there a different expectation of loyalty from you going, like moving and shifting into that portion of friendship?
Yeah. I mean, I think like up until probably the pivotal point, even a little bit past that, to be honest. If either of you like were like, fuck this, like I don't want to do this anymore, or I don't know, fucked me over in a different I don't know, fucked me over sounds so weird, like you're gonna steal my
I was
money.
gonna say, how is saying that we don't want to do the podcast fucking you over?
Like well, I don't know, I like the podcast. So I'd be kind of bummed. Or I don't know, just like I don't know, just in a different way fucked me over by like talking shit, or just like shitting on me with other people who don't know me as well, I guess, is like probably a good way. I feel like that's super common too, which is so sad. But yeah, so
Like
I
shitting
don't
on
know.
somebody behind their back?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. So on that point right there. So if they were we're do the podcast 15 weeks, right?
Mhm.
We're almost at, what are we at? 36, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 15 weeks in, you still don't consider us friends.
Mm-hmm.
I talk shit about you behind your back to somebody. You find out. Does it hurt less than when you consider me your friend?
Yeah. Hurts way less. I mean, it sucks. It's like shitty, but I'm like, well, I wasn't that close. You didn't really know me that well. Like, probably the things you said didn't have much volume or like much weight to it. Like, because what do you know about me? Like, you don't really know that much. But now I know you're not gonna like stick around for very long, because I'm not gonna be like buddy with you. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, you're cool, whatever. By the way, I'm not doing the podcast anymore. Yeah.
But I talk shit. If I talk shit about you tomorrow,
I'd be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? What's good? Yeah, I'd be really shocked. I'd be
it would
like,
way
yeah.
different.
Yeah, it'd be way different. I wouldn't be devastated, but it would definitely hurt a lot more. And then I'd probably go up to you directly to be like, see, because if you're not my friend, it's not like much to lose. Like, it sucks. We were on like the development, but you know,
What do you have to get to with you to be at the point of devastation?
you'd have to fuck over like my family or something. Like, you'd have to really fuck with me.
Hold on. So what you're saying is you could have friends that take you to the point of devastation.
Yeah. Like, I have a friend, Samuel in New Mexico. He has I have family out there, so.
Shout out to Sam. Thank you for allowing us to be in YouTube.
Yo, what a legend!
Yeah, yo, shout out to Sam, dude. That video was sick as fuck, bro. I love that.
That shit was funny as fuck, dog.
Yeah.
That shit had me cracking up.
But if he no, I'm not bored. No,
We fucking boring you?
no. If he
You can
because
start the podcast right now if you want to.
because I have family out there, he doesn't necessarily. I don't know. He could fuck over like a family member of mine and be like, oh, bro, like I did this or I did that, and you know, whatever it may be, stealing money, I don't know, like slept with one of my cousins, something like that, like some fucking crazy shit.
If you slept with one of your cousins,
But
you feel like there's some disloyalty in that.
but like in like a way of like, oh, like one night stand, like I just, you know, whatever. It was like whatever. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? That's so weird. Why would you do that?
Wait. There's disloyalty in that. Actually, yeah, there is. Actually, never mind.
Yeah, because this is my yeah.
I digress.
Cause I was gonna say, if you wanna,
So I want to know. So another question I really wanted to know, and it's funny because of conversations we had in the green room. Is there negative things that somebody can do to you that would prove their loyalty, that would prove them to be more loyal to you?
Negative?
Negative things that things that they could say to you in a negative. I guess that could be taken in a negative light.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, 100%.
Because I think true.
If somebody tells you about yourself, like, yo, this is how you are and this is how you're fucking up right now, you could view that as negative. But a real friend is gonna tell you about yourself and
When your face is dirty, a real friend tells you when your fucking face is dirty.
Absolutely.
Right.
If I tell you, bro, if I've ever told anybody, like, yo, you fucked up by doing that shit. Like, I don't respect what you did. I don't agree with what you did. That was fucked up. That means that my loyalty to you is unmatched. Because I could have easily just walked away and let you handle the situation, or left the situation however it was, and watch you burn your bridges, watch you burn. But I had the decency to come up to you and be like, yo, you fucked the fuck up. You need to fix this, or this is how you fix this, or whatever the case may be. Absolutely. I think there's loyalty in that. Absolutely.
There was a young girl who came up to me. It's my JR, shout out JR Corpse. His girlfriend came up to me after a performance, right? And it was like it was his first time choreographing a fucking crump piece. You know, I was helping him make it, bro, by watching videos and then like time stamping, like work on this, right?
Oh,
So it was this whole process. Crazy, right? And she came up to me after they performed. She's like, "Do you have any tips for me?" And I was like, what do you want? Like, what do you want to know? She goes, "What do I need to work on?" I was like, "Work on everything."
Everything.
Like, I was like, quite literally, I was like, "Work on everything. You need to practice everything." And she's like, oh, I was like, "I'm sorry. I know that's probably hard to hear." I was like, "But just take it one step at a time and practice everything." She's like, "No." She's like, "This is how I know I can trust you. And this is why I asked you for your opinion." And I was like, yes, you can fucking trust me. Like, I am looking at, like, I want you to be good. Like, I want you to be better. So I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I'm trying to tell you, like I would tell your boyfriend, you know, like, you need to work on this, work on that, you know, but just for right now, don't try to be so specific, you know, like in a dance sense, you know, like, don't be so specific and like hyper focused.
Loosen up. Yeah.
Just loosen up, get used to this shit. Like, it'll come. Like, don't worry about it. And you know, there's been people who've told me, like, "Hey man, that shirt don't look good on you." Like, especially when we go to lodge and shit, they're like, "Brother, no, you need to tuck that shirt in."
What the fuck?
Is it a button shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's rules to this shit, dog.
I know. I would pull up and we're a little business casual, so my shirt's untucked, and they're like, "No, brother, you need to tuck that in." And it's like, "Okay, yeah, thank you."
Yeah,
You know,
you
like-
ain't fucking wearing no fucking button up long sleeve shirt untucked around me, dog. I'm gonna tell you. No, but there is loyalty in that shit.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, there's so many videos going out right now and all that shit about how do you know who your real friends are and this and that and the other. Yeah. I mean, and here's the catch to that though. If you gotta pull your boy or whoever the fuck you're chatting with aside, you know what I mean? Loyalty doesn't stand behind only calling people out. If you call somebody out in front of a bunch of people, you're a bitch.
You're a hoe. That's
like that's some hoe shit. You're like, don't call somebody out in front of a bunch of people. You chat with them one-on-one, man to man, or however whatever the fucking case may be, and you let them know, like, yo, this is where you really fucking up, bro, or this is really where you really need to shine. You know, dot your I's, cross your T's, This is it right here. Focus on this. And that's, to me, that's true friendship, that's true loyalty. But I mean, let me ask you a question. What is the one thing I can't say one thing because there's so many like one things. What is like a very true test, in your guys' opinion? What is a very true test of loyalty?
Depends on who it is.
Well, give me an example.
Like friends, relationships. What are we talking about?
I mean, I would say more friendships because relationships, two of us don't have, and
What?
and that's like a soul thing. You know what I mean? Okay, well, actually, I want to get you chatting a little bit. What is loyalty in a relationship?
Well, I could say
What does loyalty? What does loyalty in a relationship look like?
I was just asking which one you wanted to answer.
That's what I want. What is
Okay.
loyalty in a partnership, a relationship, girlfriend and boyfriend? What does it look like to you?
Mm,
I feel like this is a very hard answer.
yeah. I think it's like the typical, like, obviously you trust them, but like trust in every sense of the word, I guess, is probably the best way to say it. Is like trust that I could say the things I'm embarrassed about, like, to you without necessarily feeling like you're gonna leave or you're gonna think less of me or you're gonna uh I don't know, like talk shit behind my back with your girls or with your friends and say like, oh, this is so embarrassing, or whatever it may be. I think that's a big test of loyalty, of like, can I tell you the things that I'm insecure about or that I need to work on, and you're not necessarily going to like leave or think less of me. It's just something that like we could work on together. Yeah, it's big loyalty for me.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You said chatting about something and like not going back and talking about me with your friends and this, that, and the other. How do you know? How do you know?
You don't. That's like the biggest thing about loyalty.
So how do you know that? How do you know that there's loyalty in that?
Oh, I mean, like, you're always gonna find out some way if it's happening. Like, there's always a crack in the dam. Something's gonna leak out. She's gonna forget her phone unlocked somewhere. You're gonna have, not that you're looking
Oh, so
through
you
her
going through her
shit.
phone?
No.
You going through her phone?
All I'm saying is like, oh, who's calling? Oh, pick up the phone. Oh shit, your girl's text messages are up. Oh shit, they're talking about the thing that it was very private that we just talked about 2 weeks ago. Fuck is going on?
Oh,
It's just
so
like
is there-
happenstance that you like find
What-
out these things.
is this a case of ignorance is bliss?
No, I think patience. I think patience has won every war that's ever waged in my life. You know what I mean? And so I think to really see if somebody's loyal to me, it just takes a little bit of fucking patience. And even to kind of touch on like the difference of
That's off
loyalty.
to that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like patience has won me everything in my fucking life. And I think that like when it comes to relationships, with like what Zero's saying, I think is spot on, where it's like if I can be vulnerable with you, if I can trust you to hear my insecurities and to hear, my vision and not try to run off with it and go tell the village, then I think that's a huge test to not
Yeah, but
only
that's my question. That's my question. It's one thing to chat with somebody about your vulnerability. It's one thing to chat somebody about the things that about these things. But how do you know the person is loyal?
patience.
Yeah, because you're giving them
But
the,
you're giving that loyalty up until the point. You see what I'm saying? Like at what point do you say, okay, I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt and trusting that you're loyal?
Hmm.
And then because eventually you just said patience has won every war, right?
Hmm.
So at some point that wall, that dam that Zero is talking about, at some point it's gonna break. At some point.
Hmm.
well, no, not necessarily.
So the
What do you
real,
mean?
real test is if my patience and father time come into conflict, You get me? So like as long I
Or
can
you lose before Father Time.
one of the two will happen. One of the two will happen. And my thing is when it comes to trust with loyalty and all that, like I'm not going to live a life untrusting, like, or like in paranoia, you know what I mean? Of like, or are they sharing my secrets? Are they doing this? Are they doing that? I'm not going to live my life that way. And I used to, I really did, bro. Like, especially dating Rosie. Like, she's this beautiful girl. She's a bartender.
That's Florida?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. She's
No more
having
East Coast girls.
no more, no fucking,
No more East Coast girls.
no more. Okay,
No more East Coast girls.
no more. But I can't. All I can tell them, right? My patience has won every war, right?
Wait. Hold on. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Was there disloyalty in that situation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She ended up
I
two-timing.
remember there was. You ended up two-timing.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Continue what you're gonna say, but I do have something to ask you after this.
And even then, my patience, right? Time exposes all things, bro. You get me? And so, yeah, where she was being disloyal and all these things, like, though it was a fear and shit in my life, it made me really realize, like, I can't be living that way, right? Like, one, even if I find somebody who's truthful to me and all these things, I can't live in the past of, well, what if they're going to do this? What are they going to do that? Because these other people said that. I got to remove those ideas because this is a different person. You know what I'm saying? Time will tell. Time will expose. I can't
Let me ask you
change
this.
what's
Let
good.
me ask you this. Would you ever give Florida? Would you ever give her another chance?
No, absolutely not.
Why? Why?
Because
Because of this loyalty?
no, the disloyalties was the straw that broke the camel's back. There was a lot of other things that were said, like about my kids. There was things that were said to me about me as a man, right?
Sheesh.
There was certain things, certain values,
Disrespect.
and morals that she had that I just did not align with. You know what I mean? And after a while, like, you guys know how it is. You get into a relationship, you're trying to be loyal to this person. So it's like little pieces of their personality and their inside start showing, and you start kind of like looking past it, right? But red flags, they're red flags, my G. Like, stop being colorblind. Red shit ain't green in here, Like, you gotta fucking see it for what it is. The sex is great, but damn, this bitch is twisted on the inside. You gotta really start people. We confuse dedication and this loyal, like, blind dedication and loyalty, right? We conflate it with this idea of like we're being good men, or we're being a good partner, or all these
Or
things.
being loyal?
Right? Being loyal.
The highs and lows?
We're conflating this idea where we trade the loyalty of love with the dedication to this person. The loyalty of love should make us walk away. Like, hey, I love you. I love you so much.
Why? Why? Because textbook definition is you stay by their side.
Wait, I do have a
The highs
question
and
on this a
lows.
little bit. Like, what is the level of? So, I'm trying to like equate this to. For some reason, the idea of making a sword that came to mind. In a relationship, sometimes there's like breaking points of like, I can't do this. We're just too different. We're not going to align on certain things that are pivotal to maybe the way that I or you think of something. Wants and needs are not being met for whatever reason. Maybe you can't deliver, whatever it may be. To what degree do you think that you have to keep, like, I guess the only reason this came up for like making a sword is because like it's a hot piece of metal and you're crafting it, right? You're crafting it as you go, and the way that you're bending the metal while it's hot. How much of
He's cooking, dog. Let him cook.
He's fucking cooking right now.
how much do you think that you stay in the relationship to craft the person that you're with into the person that you want, and how much like tribulation are you willing to take in that?
When it changes what I'm making, because you could break a sword and turn it into a dagger. You know what I mean? Like the whole like Lord of the Rings, like it was broken in half and you have this like little dagger shard at the end. If what we are, yeah, we're going to work this piece of metal into this fine sword, right? And that's going to take iron on iron conflict to sharpen it into the weapon in which we desire. But if it causes, if this, if if the blunt force trauma perpetrated by both sides is causing this sword to change shape into something different, I can't fuck with that.
Okay, this is very interesting what you just said. I listened to from what you said from the beginning to the very end. You said if what I'm trying to make, that's how you started. If what I'm trying to make is changed, and then as you continued, everything else was we. So at what point is it we, and what point is it I?
And I think they walk in parallel.
Because you could want to build something, they could want to build something. You could have a disagreement on a certain thing, right? There could be a chink in the sword or the shield, or whatever the fuck you want to be building, right? And can I say chink? No.
Chill.
Could be
You literally got over
kink.
it. You literally went through it.
There could be a kink in the shield or the sword, right? But when do you give and when do you take? Because you're never going to be even down the middle the whole time.
Yeah.
You have to learn when to give and you have to learn when to take. Because not every war is won, right? Or not every battle is won.
Yeah.
I think I had to change my perspective on what give and take was in a relationship, where I give them the space to be who they are, right? And to carve out a life in which they see fulfilled, right? And I can take the pressures of what that might, what that might feel like, right? Like trying to build a healthy house, right? Cisco, me and takes a lot. That takes a fucking lot, right? So let me take the burden of some of that responsibility, right? Let me give you my wisdom. Let me give you my strength, right? Let me take your insecurities, right? Or your lack of knowledge on certain topics. Let me give you my wisdom and insight on it, right? Where instead of it becoming well, I have this, you put that there, you this there, let me enhance what you do. Let me enhance what you do. Let me take what you may lack thereof and let me work on these things, right? Because I may be more versed, more experienced, more skilled in it, right? And let's see how we balance this thing out. Because just like the silversmith, when he's hitting one side, once it starts to curve, he flips it and starts to craft the other side.
Well, I mean, and also in the sense of the concept of the sword, there's an anvil and a hammer, right? Like,
And
so
the
it's
hammer.
two things working at once.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're taking this thing and running with it, bro.
No, bro. I was like, I just said a sword. I don't know why it came to mind either, but
I thought that was a great.
No. So what I'm saying is the sword gives, and the hammer gives, and the anvil gives. So what I'm saying is you're giving, right? Like you're letting. Oh no, did we lose Corpse?
Oh no. Oh, he's back. He's back. You're frozen.
You're saying like I'm giving. But at what point are you receiving back that? Because I understand where you're coming from in the concept of a man. We're all men. We all know what we give in a relationship. We all know what we want to give in a relationship. And majority of the times it's the knowledge, the power, the this and that of what we know, what we've overcame, things of that nature. But at what point is it we need to sit back, listen, receive the information that the anvil as the anchor. The hammer is the one doing the work, right? Boom, boom, boom. But the anvil creates a sturdy base in order for the sword to be aligned perfectly.
It creates the direction of the force.
So,
you know what I mean?
So at what point are we allowing that direction to take the force, to give back knowledge?
I mean, I think it just starts with, and this is kind of going back to an earlier point is we got to be able to understand where we can be vulnerable. You know what I mean? And the loyalty thereof. Like, I have to know as a man.
Oh, we lost him, bro.
Oh no, we lost.
We might have for sure lost him right there.
Barbs!
He's gonna cook too.
Back. He was about to, bro. This
No.
sword shit.
No.
Oh, he's
No,
back.
are we
He's
here?
back. He's back.
He's back.
Are we-
He's
We
frozen,
can,
but I
we can
can
hear
hear
you. We can hear you. There you go.
Okay, you guys can hear me, but you can't see me.
Yeah.
You can. We can
Okay,
see
I
you
can
now,
see
so
now.
don't swing your dick.
Hey, show me your dick.
There we go. Dude, I don't know what the fuck's going on. My signal's usually
You
good.
got draws on? You got just draws on?
basketball shorts.
Oh, okay.
Come on, bro. He's not indecent.
I'm wearing
here.
sweats with no draws right now.
That's
You're
crazy.
crazy.
You're gonna
Gray
ice.
shorts. Gray shorts with no draws.
Stand up. Just prove it.
Prove it.
Wait. You're gonna ice show speed yourself, bro.
But no, I think we have to learn.
I'm always tucked.
I think as men, we gotta know our vulnerabilities and know where we lack, right? And trust that we can give that to our woman, right? And women are natural, nurturers, and they know how to bring life into things and have a partner that can breathe life into us, right? And breathe life into situations to where we may not be confident in our knowledge on something or confident in our skills in something, and they can, and again, in that reciprocation, right? Like, there has to be an ebb and flow of reciprocation. Hey, again, the flipping of the sword. Like, hey, I've done my part here on this part. Now it's time to flip it. Now do what you are skilled at, right? And you're going to work this side of the sword. Boom. Okay, it's hot here. Let's hit the water. Bring this bitch back out. Let's get back to work on it. Boom, boom, boom. And it's the constant rinse and repeat. Constant working on it. But I think as men, we feel this pressure of knowing what to do at all times, always being ready, always having the answers, that fix it mode, the going straight into that. And I think we have to step back and let people, whether it's a romantic relationship or not, let people be there for us the way that we are there for people. Let people guide us the way that we want to guide other people. You know what I mean? And be
Okay, so that
open
goes
to receiving that.
So that goes into my next question. I want to ask Zero this. Zero, do you believe that there is equality in loyalty? And I'll give you an example. Do you think, or I'll ask you a question on top of that. Do you think that I expect of you what you expect of me as friends? Genuine friends. You're one of my best friends. Do you think that you expect of me what I think of you?
Do you expect of me what I expect of you?
Mhm.
I don't know. I get the vibe that pretty much. Pretty much, I feel like we'd be on pretty equal. I will say, because I say this to everybody. Growing up, especially with
now I'm everybody.
no. I say this to sorry. I said
Fuck you. Now I'm everybody. Now
I
I'm
said-
just fucking lumping
all
everybody.
right.
Tell everybody to do a podcast with you. Tell everybody to eat lunch with you. Tell everybody to walk around the fucking building with you. Yeah, tell everybody that shit.
He's getting a little salty. Oh. No, but
Was that a fake laugh?
no, not really. It didn't seem like it.
That shit was fake as fuck.
That
That
I
was
was-
fake as shit.
That was
Sorry, go ahead.
I completely
All right,
lost my
leave
train
it
of thought.
off on that.
No, you're good. You're good.
You expect from me what I expect from you.
I get the vibe that yes,
Loyalty-wise.
overall, I think. Oh, I was gonna say, I will say this. I will say this because I say this to all of my friends. I should have said.
Yeah, to everybody.
No, I don't say this well, I say this to everybody in the sense of like, if you're my friend, you should understand that because earlier in the podcast you said Putch would like hide a body from me. I know you don't mean that literally, unless you do mean that literally.
I mean, I think that would be a scenario. Like if I was ever in a scenario where I was like, "Oh fuck, I need somebody to help me out with this. Who could I call?" I'd be like, "I can call Putch. We're headed out to Nevada."
Next question. Don't ask me if I really do it. Next question.
Don't incriminate yourself. I will say, I've always said this, and it's because I've lived with my mom who's in law enforcement. I will never, ever be implicated in some dumb shit that my friend has decided to do. I will never do it. And it's
If
just
I didn't decide to do it.
now if you're into like some crazy shit on accident, I can back you on that. That's way different. I can back like, listen, Your Honor, he didn't mean to do. I'll testify. I'll back you. I will. I'll be there for you. But on some dumb shit of like, I don't know.
He has to say this because we're locked. He has to say this because
No. I've always
he doesn't want to incriminate himself.
I've always thought this because I think it is
Love
so
you, Mama
dumb.
Zero.
I think it is so dumb when people are willing to fall on a sword for their friends. Although, like, listen, I love you guys. I think you guys are great people. I don't think you're gonna do any dumb shit. But
Yeah, Zero. We wouldn't be your friends if you thought that would be the case.
yeah. And I'm not gonna be friends with people who I'm like,
So,
yeah, you
yes.
might kill somebody, maybe.
If I ever killed somebody, it would be because of my son. That's the only.
Jeez. Oh, okay, I get you.
Therefore, it'd be justified.
Yeah, in that case, I'd be like, listen, I don't condone it, but I definitely understand. That was some fuck shit, and I don't know if I'd like stop him if I. Whoa, wait.
Somebody touched my little boy inappropriately. You would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're done for.
I'd be like, oh nah, bro. I'd be at lookout. I'd be like, damn, ain't nobody coming,
Yeah,
bro.
but
You're
like
good.
even with my son, I would never expect the same type of loyalty from him the way that I show him loyalty, because it's
From your
like,
son?
yeah,
Oh, that's different though.
yeah,
That's
you know,
different.
well,
Yeah, you can't do that.
bro. I mean, my dad, bro, he expected loyalty out of us through thick and thin. You know, if
Yeah, but I think the loyalty is different, bro. Like it's like
Mhm.
that's my dad. That's my dad. That's the man who raised me and protected me. Your son can't protect you the
Mhm.
way you can protect him.
But don't you dare say something against Ron Andrade. Don't you dare.
Oh
say
no.
that.
Of course not. No. But at the same time, that's not you protecting him. You see what I'm saying? Let me tell you like this, Pudge. If your father was still here with us, right? And somebody said something, say I said something against him, right? And you fought me for it, right? You beat my ass for it. Your dad would not condone that.
Mm-hmm.
Because he would be like, what are you doing? You're not protecting me.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? You fucking stupid?
No,
You know what I mean? Like,
I even did fight. Yeah, because I did end up fighting a guy one day. I beat up a dude in front of the house who had threatened my dad. And I remember he was crying and he's like, I didn't ask you to do this. He's like, I didn't ask you to do this. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like, ain't no one threatening my family. You know what I mean? And I think even me to my son, I would feel a similar way. You know what I mean? It's like me, I'd trade my fucking soul so my son could. I even put it on Instagram. I was like, I'd give my life so that he could.
that shit got me emotional. What you posted on Instagram.
I'd give my life so that you could celebrate 1 million more birthdays. I'd trade my soul. That's what I told his mom. I was like, I'd trade my soul to the devil in a heartbeat, so that he could. I would experience eternal damnation, so that he could experience 1 million more birthdays, and I would never expect my son to even think that type of price. You know what I'm saying? And I think with
It's not
me,
their duty to do so.
well, I mean, even just like thinking about like friends and stuff, dude, is like I would never expect my friends to go as far for me as I would be willing to go for them. Because I would, if Cisco was like, yo, bro, we got to ride on these guys. It's like, well, come pick me up then. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come pick me up. Let's do this. But I wouldn't expect those same answers from 99% of the people that I know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and some people that I've known my whole fucking life, like I wouldn't expect that same answer. If I got it, that's different. You know what I mean? It would show a certain level of loyalty, but I never expect and that's what's kind of, and we did talk about this earlier. It's made me be careful with who I show my loyalties to, but at the same time, it's like, man, if I'm riding for you, if I say I'm down to ride for you, I'm down. Like no questions asked, bro. Like I'm with the shits. I'm with the goofy shit.
Do you think you can ask of somebody something that they would never have the opportunity to ask of you? Like it's for sure you think a one, because I'm thinking like, oh, let's ride like let's, I don't know, like let's pull up on somebody. Not to say that you guys would ever do this, but that's just never happening with me. So could you ask that of me?
I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't
ask that
because I know you would never ask that of me.
and I know you. Like I know if somebody broke into my let me just put it to you like this. somebody broke into my crib, right? So
Mhm.
my whole setup, I knew who it was. They did some dumb shit. I knew who it was. You're not the person that I would be like, yo, we gotta go roll up on somebody. Like I'm gonna come scoop you right now.
Mm.
But it's not because I don't believe your loyalty wouldn't it's not because I don't believe that you're loyal to me. It's because I'm loyal enough to you to know that you wouldn't do that.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that's the same.
But if I had nobody, if I was gonna roll solo to do this, I'd be like, yo, Zero, I have nobody to roll with me. Can you drive me here? You don't have to get out. You don't have to do anything. You can leave after you drop me off. But this is something that I have to do. I genuinely believe that you would be like, wait, bro, like, why do you have to? This is exactly what you do. Bro, what are you doing? Like, why do you have to do this? What do you mean? Like, we could just get you another setup. We could just do this. And I'm like, Zero. I need to do this, bro. Like, I have to do this. I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to do anything violent. Just drop me off on the corner. You can leave after.
Bro, all right,
I'll call
all
you
right.
when everything's
I'm not
okay.
gonna leave you in the corner, bro. We're driving up
But
to
what
it. That's fine, but
But what I'm saying is, like, I would not expect you to, baby. But what I'm saying is, I'm not asking you. I'm not asking you to like hop out. Nothing. I'm gonna go handle this. I just need a way to get there. I think I could ask you to do that, but you're not the first person that I'm calling.
Wow, that's crazy.
No, there was a
Why?
That's a little
You're
hurtful.
not doing
That's a little
Oh,
hurtful,
shut
dog.
the fuck up.
It's a little
Shut
hurtful,
the
dog.
fuck up. Shut the
You know,
fuck
bro,
so
I'm
you're asking me
turning
right
out.
now,
Fuck you
if
guys.
Corp-
All right, peace
if I was
out.
like, yo, Corpse. Oh, this fucking dickhead. So you're telling me right now, if I was like, yo, Corpse and I are about to ride out to this joint, we need to ride, bro. Can you come scoop us? You would genuinely say, bet I'm on my way.
Wait, ask that one more time. Sorry.
If I said, yo, Corpse and I need to ride, bro. Some people fucked with us and we need to ride. We need to ride right now. You would, no questions asked, be like, I'm on my way.
I'd honestly, I probably would ask questions. No, I'm fucking with it. I'm pulling your leg. Of
Exactly.
course, I'd be like, bro, this is
No.
some dumb shit. Okay, let's just relax.
No, you would exactly. You would be like, nah, dog.
Because I'm
what's
like the
going on? Tell me
de-escalatory,
what's
bro. I'm just like, yeah.
He would pick us up, but he would try to talk us out of it all at the same
I'll
time.
drive you.
He'd be asking questions on the phone before he even gets in his car. What's going on, bro? What happened? Where are we going? Who's it? Like, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
I'm asking like, are you guys okay? What the fuck is going on? Of course,
Yeah, bro.
but of course, at the same time, if in your scenario your shit got stolen and then you pull up, if two dudes start coming out, I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm safe in my car. What the fuck?
Well, you're not gonna let me get jumped.
No,
What
I'm like,
saying is-
fuck, bro. That's my thought. I'm just like, fuck. Now I gotta go do shit. And
No,
like, listen, I've never fought. I'm not
Now
claiming
I'm
I'd
questioning
win,
your
but
loyalty, bro. Now I'm questioning your loyalty. If you're like, oh fuck,
no. Fuck like, I can't let that happen. Not like fuck like here we go. Fuck like it's not in me to let him just get fucking railed. That I can't do that.
You watched me get railed before.
Yeah, I watch you get
whoa.
railed every day. Okay, buddy.
Cisco knows this dude, Squid. You remember Squid? Weirdo.
Of course I know Squid.
What's up, Donald?
He's
What's
not
up? What's
weirdo.
up? Thank you
Don't
so much
call
for dropping
Squid
by,
weirdo,
Donald.
bro. I still have him on Facebook.
He's weird, right?
Whoa.
Bro,
But-
okay, hold on. Real quick. Short story about Squid. He used to do this fucking thing where he would fucking gasp. And he would do it. Oh, yeah. He would do it all the fucking time. He would just be like, and like, bro, he would do it at the most random fucking times. So you would think something is happening. So we'd be like,
As you're
Lord, and he
switching
would be,
lanes in traffic.
I'm glad you're doing
yeah,
okay, Kat.
Yeah, bro. We would
I'm
be
glad,
like
I'm
on
glad.
the way to LA.
Good night. Thanks so much for dropping by, buddy.
And he would be in the back seat, and Putch and I would be in the front two seats, and he would just be like, and Corpse would be like,
What's going on?
but he would just gasp for no reason. He's just like,
Yeah,
that was his thing. Oh, bro, it drove me fucking
Bro, he
wild.
stirred up a bunch of shit. He stirred up a bunch of shit in Crump, man. Stirred up a bunch of shit, and a lot of people.
Crump.
In Crump.
What's his standpoint in Crump?
No, he stirred up a lot of shit, dude. Do you
But
not?
where's
Like,
his standpoint in Crump?
no, he was on like Facebook, bro, talking about Tie Dye's mom, talking
Crumpers
about,
page?
huh?
On the Crumpers page?
Yes,
Oh.
my man was going wild, And a lot of people are like, why are you backing him up? Why are you defending him? This and that. I'm like, yo,
Tie-Dye's mom. What the fuck was he saying about Tie-Dye's mom?
I don't even want to repeat it, right?
Oh, okay. But
But
some like outlandish shit.
out crazy, bro. Like I even told him, like, dog, if they
Tie-Dye's
don't-
is the creator of Crump, by the way, for those listening.
The
or Game
creator of Crump?
On. The creator of Crump.
bro, I told him, like, yo,
Jesus.
He's gotten to dance with him multiple times, and it was absolutely amazing.
like verbally, I can back you up verbally, but if they catch you slipping and they stomp you out, like I can't help you there, bro. Like I will get them off of you, but I'm gonna let them sock you a few times because you kind of deserve it. Like, you know what I mean? Like you kind of you.
Disrespectful.
But I will stand in front of this as much as I can. And a lot of people never understood, right? And I always loved him for this, and I hope he knows this, because he's going through a lot. But bro, there was a
Been
time
going through a lot for years, bro.
for a while,
Like,
bro. He's been through a lot, bro. And
I seen him going through Facebook on like rants and all types of shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with Squid?
bro, he lost like some family members in like a crazy accident, dude. Like I don't want to
bro.
put too much of his business out there, but he went from like being homeless to not homeless. Like I found him sleeping at the fucking park, and I was like, bro, you're not doing this. You're gonna come stay with me. And he used to sleep in my room, bro. And but even before that, right? And that's what made me extend my arm to him that way, bro. Is low key there was like a bounty on my head at one point in Oxnard, and I was chilling at the park, bro, and everybody had just dipped, and I was right there. I was blazing, and I was getting ready to roll home, and I seen the dude's car pass by, and I was like, oh fuck. And then Squid pulls up. He's like, oh, Pacho, what's cracking? I was like, hey dog, you might want to because these fools is right here. Boom, they whip by again. I was like, that's the second time they rolled by, bro. Boom, they rolled by again. I was like, fuck. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm about to get it. I was like, bro, just dip, dog. I was like, this is about to get weird. He goes, nah, I'm gonna be right here with you. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah. He's like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna let you get that alone. I was like, my dog. Passed him the joint, bro. He passed it back. It was out. I was like, let's get the fuck out of here. I'm not waiting on it, right? Because they just kept like circling around the fucking park, like, you know what I mean? It's like, let's shake this joint, bro. And that loyalty to be there with me through that, like, even though we didn't really know each other that well, but this little amount of friendship that I was showing him garnered this loyalty to, like, hey dog, if you're going to catch a beating, I'm about to catch a beating too. Let's get it, like, you know what I mean? And people always wondered, why are you loyal to him like that, man? Why are you backing him up? Why are you defending him? It's like, because he's been there for me. Like,
I
you know,
wondered that too. When I first started kicking it with you and the crew, like you, Bam, Felicia, Squid, you guys, I always wondered. I was like, why the fuck is Squid here, bro? Like I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I just like always thought to myself, how the fuck does Squid fit in this situation? He's not a dancer. He's not very social. Like, you know, he's the odd man out type of shit. No disrespect to Squid, because I love Squid, bro. Like, him and I have kicked it one-on-one before. Like, no disrespect to Squid, but I always wondered, like, how the fuck did he fit in the group? And that's cool that I have that backstory now, because I rode for Squid too. Like, if Squid ever needed anything, I always had his back. Felicia, she need anything, Bam ever need anything, Kyle, you know, like all of them, if they ever need anything, I always had their back because of you. Like, you were the main ingredient in that whole situation. But yeah, bro, like I created, like, that's wild. I didn't know that about Squid.
yeah, like I'm not
I
being.
knew he was down though. But
I'm not being
it was funny.
facetious when I say, bro, they were wanting my head. Like they were wet,
I want some head too.
bro. They were wet. They're one of them's still wet for me, but they were wet for your boy. And they caught me slipping. They fucking caught me slipping, bro. And Squid's like, nah, I got you, bro. Like, I'm not just gonna let that happen. Like,
Did you
fuck
guys
that.
catch your ass whooping that night?
Nah. We shook the scene, and then we bumped into him a few other times, like at parties, and bro, it would get fucking weird, bro. We ended up rumbling. Matter of fact, Squid was there. Me and one of the homies ended up rumbling like these four dudes, bro, in the back of this fucking house party, bro. And I'm like, we're just fucking bow, 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 and I just see Squid like, what's up, boo, bow. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking go, boys. We gotta get out of this place, dude. Like, we had to fight our way out of a fucking party, like. So yes, he's done dumb shit and he's fucking blacklisted on a lot of different you know, a lot of different levels. And when I see him, I'll always be like, "Hey, man, like you need to get your life together, bro. Like, come on, like you know, what can I do to help?" But I also know too, like that loyalty can only extend so far, you know. Um, yeah, yeah, no, there's definitely people who I can call to ride for me. You know what I mean? Who I can call and it's you know no questions asked, bro. No fucking questions asked. They're gonna ride. And there's other people, you know, my demos of the world. They pick me up. They're gonna be like, Putch, listen, we don't gotta do this, bro. Like, let's just be amicable adults. Let's fucking work this out.
Listen, the only reason is because I don't know what the fuck the other person has. I'm like, I'm not gonna lose my life or have you lose your life on some dumb shit. I just would.
You wouldn't lose your life over me? You wouldn't lose your life over me?
I'm sorry, hot take. Fuck no. I wouldn't lose my life over like, bro. I just wouldn't. My life is so precious. I get one of these, okay, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
I mean, that's why I wouldn't ask you. I wouldn't put you in that position.
But I would also.
That's how much of a friend I am to you. I wouldn't put you in that situation.
And that's what I think. That's my default of like, if you're for real, my friend, you know not to put me in some dumb shit because I wouldn't put you in some dumb shit. I'm not living life like safe necessarily. I don't think. Or I'm not like.
Yeah, you are.
I'm not
Yeah,
necessarily.
you are.
I'm not necessarily like trying to. I'm not. But I'm also like super uninterested in that lifestyle or like doing shit like that. So I'm like, you know, I'm not gonna put you there. Don't put me there, and we're chilling. But if you do, just know that it's gonna be at a limited capacity. I'll be there for you, bro. I will. I'll drive you. I'll help you if you get fucked up.
Frankie sends 50 stars and says, "Zero's a smart man. Recline the seats in the car and lock the doors."
Yeah, bro. I mean, but
that's where I would put you. No offense. Like that's where I would put you. I would be like, "Yo, I just need somebody to scoop me, bro. If you need to jam out. If you want to be there and watch the whole shit, but like, don't just stay in the car. Stay in the car."
no, but like I'm saying, if I start to see like multiple people, I'm like, fuck, bro, I'm unlocking all this shit, and we're either leaving, or if like it's some crazy shit, I might. I don't know. Like I'd have to figure out what to do because I'm not letting you just get fucking railed or jumped.
Oh, so what if okay, so here's the real question. What if I tell you pull up, right? I'm like, "Yo, Zero, I need you to pull up, bro. I need you to take me to this spot. These dudes, they just jacked my crib. I have nothing in my house now. They just jacked my crib. I know exactly who it is. You pull up, right? You were driving. I'm like, fuck, man, I can't believe they took my shit. And you ask me the question, like, oh, how did you get? Oh, whatever. These dudes had beef with me from back in the day, this, that, and the other. And then I'm like, I like pull out a gun and I like cock it back.
Fuck no, bro.
And
I would.
And then hold on. And then I put a gun in your lap. And I'm like, yo, if they come to the car, all you have to do is pull the trigger. I'll be right back. What are you doing?
Bro, we're not even stopping. I am literally taking you all the way the fuck back home. I'm like,
We get to the house. We get to where I'm like, yo, park right here. Park right here. You park right there. I crack the door a little bit, and I'm like, and then I'm like, hold this. If they come towards the door, you're pulling the trigger. Stay in the car, lock the doors, and then I get out. What are you doing?
This is gonna be like.
Are you leaving? Are you leaving?
Like this is the dumbest shit.
Zero would have a breakdown in the car, bro.
No, bro. I would have the gun. I mean, I would know what to do with the gun. I've handled the gun. But I'd be like, Cisco, this is the dumbest fucking shit. You went in there with the gun, you dumb fuck. On the way there, I'd probably be like, let's just call the cops. This is so fucking easy. We know the people who did it. They know where we are, or we know where they are. We can get the cops here. It's so fucking fast. You've already fucking fucked yourself because now you have a weapon on the way to this dude's house, and now I've given me a weapon that I don't know whose it is really. I mean, probably yours. Hopefully it's registered. I don't know what the fuck is happening.
He said, hopefully it's registered. Nah, it's
well,
not
because
registered, dog.
bro.
Serial number scratched off.
So now if it's not even registered, now I can't even get the see, bro. Because then if you die, I'm not, dude. If you die, I'd be so fucking sad. I'd be like, this is so fucking avoidable. You dipshit. You died.
Like, how did you do that? No, what the fuck? You wouldn't be able to live with yourself, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you have to say it like that. Yeah, like basically, I'd be like, I really
You know,
drove this dude, and I drove him to death. That was
bro,
on me.
there was a situation one time. I was hanging with the homies in the neighborhood, and a night came up where some activities were gonna go down, and they were like, "Not you, Putch." I was like, "Huh?" They're like, "This one's not for you." I was like, "Oh, I'll just drive. This one's not for you. You're gonna stay on the bench on this one." I was like, "Okay," you know what I mean? And so
I've been told that plenty of times.
I think there's a certain loyalty in that too.
Yeah.
One of my
I think there's
buddies,
loyalty in that.
the same one who was telling me, he was the one who he would always tell me, "This life ain't for you." Bro, I wanted to be from his crew. I wanted to be little ogre. Rest in peace, man. Um, but he was just like, "Nah, this one's not for you." Like, I could do the other little stuff with them. You know what I mean? Like the beer runs, do this, do that. Beat up somebody, whatever. Get into it with some guys, whatever. But that night, he's like, "Nah, this one's above your pay grade, kid." And I felt, that's when I knew he was a friend. That's when I knew, besides being a homie, besides being, this dude who I aspired to be like, and wanted to be tough like, he was a friend. He was a friend in that moment. And so I was,
Yeah, I think there's loyalty behind that because I've had like older cats tell me the same shit, bro. Like, yeah, like this one ain't nah. Stay home for this one.
mhm.
And that's what I'm saying. Like as learning that as a youngin, that's how I would I would with someone like Zero. Not saying that you're not about it, Zero. I'm not saying that, but you're not about it. You know what I mean? Like you're not.
I'm not, bro. Fuck that.
I know you're not. So, but I would never be in that type of situation anyways.
I know.
I'm
I know.
just
I know. This is
saying-
like super extreme. Like just
It's just extreme as fuck, and just knowing.
yeah.
But knowing you as a friend, like that's what I'm saying. That's what my loyalty.
What's that for,
All right, you know
bro? What
I
was
wasn't
that?
gonna fucking say anything, but I'm about to clown your ass right now because
Whoa.
you dumb shit, bro. Did you shave your face today?
Who?
You,
No.
bro. You gotta fix your mustache, dog, because that shit has been bugging me since we've been in the green room. And
Wow. What do you do?
Oh, I got the natural
Bro.
Hitler.
No, this man's mustache is short on this side and long.
I haven't even noticed.
No, like I have a natural Hitler mustache. It is disturbing as fuck, dude.
Well, but you're like the
will
middle
shave
part.
I'll shave my mustache into a Hitler mustache for next podcast if you do it.
No.
No.
No, bro.
Bro, I'm already a misogynist, a racist. I'm all these things. I can't do the Hitler, bro. I can't. I will lose all credibility of who the fuck I am, bro. I make too many Gaza jokes. I make way too many Hitler jokes already. Bro.
Yo,
Do it.
no.
I can't. You guys know I don't give a fuck. But that one, I can't do it. Maybe for Halloween.
I can't, bro. That's the line. That's maybe probably.
That's the line.
That's the line, bro.
All right, here just got a message. Stop picking on Zero. The bro has a sense of avoidance. It's good street smarts. Absolutely, it is. It is. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. It's not like that. That's what I'm saying. You have homies for certain shit.
Yeah.
Right. But as I get older, I'm not riding out on anybody anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. I mean, if I really had to, I probably would. But at the point in my life where I'm at, I'm in my fucking 30s. If I gotta ride out to go I'm not in the gang. I'm a father. I fucking play video games. Like,
You play
I
Lego
sell people
Fortnite.
cell phones play Lego Fortnite. I'm not riding out on nobody. But if I had, don't get it twisted. Nobody's fucking with my people. You know what I mean? Nobody's fucking with my people. But I'm not calling somebody to go ride out or something. You know what I mean?
Well, I seen a saying where it was like, though I may not be a violent man, disrespect them over my grave and watch how I come back to life. So it's like, yeah, I might not be. I've learned a lot of peace and tranquility over these last few years, but you do the
Still
wrong.
in there, bro. You still got that buck in you.
Yeah, my mom was just telling me, she's like, "You're full of hell." I was like, I am. She's like, I know, baby. She's like, you are, but you're full of it. Like, you are full of fury. I was like, and you know what? I'm glad I can tap into it at a moment's notice. I was like, but I've really learned to know, like, is it worth it? Like, do I need to settle it this way? Do I, you know what I mean? Like, again, like that whole thing, that Tom Holland quote where it's like, if you got a problem with me, text me. And if you can't text me, you don't know me
You
well
don't
enough
have a
to have
problem.
a problem
Yeah.
with me. You know what I
Bro,
mean?
that shit is
That
so
was
fire.
hard, bro, and it was British. That was the hardest
Yeah.
bar
That shit
from
was so fire.
dude from
Bro,
Britain.
You know what's funny though is that so your mom said that to you, right?
mhm.
I love my mom to death. I love her so fucking much. But I didn't really have a real relationship with mom until just recently. Like a real relationship where I could call her, text her, all this type of shit. Like we hang out, do all this shit. And I think my mom is learning who I was before now. Like my mom knew I fucking did graffiti. My mom knew like the type of people I was running with, this, that, and the other. And I think that's why we didn't have a relationship, right? But she's learning the type of man that I am now, and how much I love and how much I cherish the people that are around me, and this, that, and the other. But she knows, like, ain't nobody gonna fuck, like, nobody's gonna fuck with me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, she's heard about from other people. She's heard about fights I've almost got into, and this, that, and the other, and how I've held my own in certain situations. She's seen certain shit that she shouldn't have to see. Um, and I think she's grown a little bit of respect for me in that manner as well, right? Like I she raised me. My mom raised me, but she wasn't like the standpoint in my life. She wasn't the the role model in my life per se. You know what I mean? For a very very long time. So her morals and my morals maybe don't align perfectly, but now like her seeing where I'm at and how I move in certain ways and why I do certain things, I think has given her a newfound perspective on how somebody can be. And
Mhm.
it scares me sometimes because I don't think she doesn't know a lot. I've told her stories about things that have gone on in like especially in the graffiti world and gang world and shit that I've done in my past. But sometimes telling her those stories, I don't think she really understands. Her son's been through some
Yeah.
shit, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's scary as a father to look at too, because I don't want my son to go through half the shit that I went through,
Mhm.
half of it.
Yeah, when I tell my mom
I know
addict,
he's going to.
when I tell my mom some of the stories of like when I was an addict, you know what I mean? She's like, she just says, "Lord, baby." She just every time, "Lord, baby." And it's like, yeah, I don't think I had like the closest relationship with her. Especially not until like my dad passed away. We hit a certain level of like understanding and all these things, and then once me and Sydney broke up, we hit another level. You know what I mean? Because it was like we could relate on more stuff. You know, and I think even there's a certain level of loyalty because I don't think every child and parent relationship holds that. Some parents turn their backs on their kids, or their kids turn their backs on their parents and stuff, and there's a lot of weird relationship in that. But I am glad though, to kind of touch on that. I am glad that I have the relationship with her, what I mean, that I do now. And it does kind of make me more candid to the idea of like, fuck, my son's going to do these similar things. I need to be prepared and be there ready to field it when it happens. I hope it never happens, but if it does, I need to just be there and be not I don't want to say not judgmental, but
Well,
not
I think in that case, and the way that I want to raise Peanut is that I want him to be smart enough to know the situation at hand.
mm-hmm.
Because my mom when I was in high school, she always told me like, if you're ever drunk, I don't want you to get into the car with a drunk driver and this, that, and the other. blah 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 blah. But I never like, not that I ever got into the car with a drunk driver. I mean, I probably did, but I never like really wanted to call my mom to pick me up. Whereas I want Peanut to be able to be like, I can call my dad to pick me up.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm not gonna be like, what the fuck are you guys doing getting drunk? This, that, and the other, wooty wooty woo. And that's how I always thought that my mom would react. But knowing my mom, like learning more about her, that's not how she would have reacted. So I want to give my son that compassion, that love, and that understanding that that's not how I'm gonna react. I'm gonna chat with you about it. We're gonna talk about what the like. Your studies need to be on point.
Mm-hmm.
Not you ain't out here, you know, shotgunning for locos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as you're a good kid, bro, like I want to make sure you're doing the right shit. You ain't putting shit up your nose. You ain't taking shit from strangers. You want to drink a couple beers? Cool. You can drink a couple beers with me at home.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't out here. We ain't out here showing out for the birds. We ain't doing that. Let's be about our shit. Let's be proper. But if you or your friends fuck up, call me, man. Call me, because I will come and pick your ass up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I never want Peanut to be. I know he's gonna, bro. I know he's gonna do this shit. We're in such a different era. These kids are doing way more. These kids are putting alcohol up their ass.
Jesus.
Did it
butt
yesterday. Just kidding.
You think how big you think from here to here is?
That's definitely
4 inches.
That's definitely what I'm packing.
If you look in my eyes, that's 6 inches, bro. That's 6 inches for sure.
yeah, bro, 100%. That's honestly too big, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I want to know who looked at the other person and is like, we're gonna stuff it. We're gonna stick the bottleneck in there and just see what happens. And then they
Yeah,
got fucked.
they must have been so fucked up beyond belief that they got bored of
I thought you were gonna
drinking
say
alcohol.
gay.
No. Hey, maybe. But also just like so bored of drinking that like, dude, this is so lame. Let's just turn it on its head. And the guy was like, oh shit, literally? And then they just started butt chugging.
That's
Plus,
not
you get more drunk. Yeah, that was on Jackass. Steve-O did that shit. He did a couple beers,
That's
threw
crazy.
his ass through a beer bong. That
That's
shit was funny as fuck.
crazy.
I always wonder, like, who was the first person who was like, guys,
You get more drunk up your ass.
butt chug, like you know, like guys, you know, like smoking weed out of an apple. Who said, you know what? If I poke a hole through it right here and poke a hole through it right there, I can smoke some weed.
Yo, I'm
I've done
convinced
apple,
those
potato, carrot. I've done damn near every fruit vegetable you could think of.
Those
kids, bro, they could be engineers. If they weren't fucking smoking so much, they could be fucking high level engineers, okay?
What if they are engineers now?
Some of them
Oh
are.
yeah, some of them might be.
Some of them are.
A lot of them aren't,
know,
Exactly. Though.
Smoking
but
weed.
some of them might be. But yeah,
Water depository is the quickest way to hydrate somebody. That's probably how they figured it out.
Oh wow.
Dorks. So some fucking dorks who know about anatomy were like, "Yo, listen, this is the best way to hydrate."
If you're ever dehydrated, put a fucking water pill up your ass.
Put an Arrowhead 24-liter, and just take a little baby nipple and just doop.
All you have to do is take a fucking
Clench.
What's that water IV? What is that shit called?
IV drip.
Liquid IV. All you gotta do is take the liquid IV powder, bro. Open up the asshole and just sprinkle that shit in.
Yo, I have so many of those, bro. They were on sale.
Yo, can you bring me some?
Yeah, you want some?
Can you bring me one tomorrow?
Gonna stuff it up his ass.
What flavor you got?
This
Yeah, I'll put it in my ass. You gonna be like, yo, you gonna put this in your water? No, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Put this in my ass.
This is strawberry.
God, dude.
All right, I'm done with strawberry. Put one in your bag so you can bring it to me tomorrow.
I got you.
Yo, tomorrow let's go get sushi.
All right.
Whatever, dude. You guys fucking have all these cool fucking lunch dates and shit.
Dude, we've been
hanging out
hella lame. We do like meal prep now, and it's like kind of lame.
Right? Ground turkey and rice.
Yeah, bro, it looked
Don't
depressing.
me about
Fuck that.
I had a burrito.
I'm trying to lose this weight I gained, dog. I'm trying to look like you.
The gym.
I'm trying to look like you, my boy.
The gym? It
The
comes
gym.
from the kitchen too, bro. Abs are made in the kitchen.
True. And based. I've been running. I ran today.
Running's good.
Did you?
Running's good.
Yeah.
Running's good to trim down. Yeah. Watch your
Bro,
posture.
it takes 10 minutes.
10 minutes to do what?
A mile.
You think I could run a mile in 10 minutes?
Yes. You don't do it. You don't do it out the gate. You're slow. You do it slow, baby. Slow.
It would take
burn.
me at least 16 minutes to run.
That's
a mile.
okay. 16. Listen, you got 16 minutes to run this mile, and it's so well.
I would be dying.
I was gonna say
You'd
it's
have
so
to put
nice.
a fucking water depository in my ass.
Just keep it there while. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Today was a hard run though. I didn't realize. I kind of had to shit.
I can't run in my neighborhood.
Well, you get a treadmill. You're gonna go to the gym. Start. Oh, but you like stairs more than that.
Bro, I just
Yeah,
imagine
fire.
Cisco running with a fucking liquid IV packet like in his ass cheeks, just like flapping like as he runs.
A tail.
Yeah, do like a butt plug, bro. Just in there, like you know what I mean.
That'd be funny.
Lean
Yeah, I said I'd be with it.
You did say you'd be
Oh,
with it.
Oh my god,
What's
that was
the-
a
So did you.
visual. Oh,
Whew.
that's crazy.
Amo said he'd be with it too.
Whoa!
No,
Wait a
eh,
second.
eh,
No, I said
no,
under a
that's on
very no. I said it under very specific.
Don't
Don't do that. Don't do that. I said under very specific circumstances. You said if something accidentally fucking flew in there and you were like, oh, you had the best fucking experience. Then I was like, yeah, if I liked it and some accidental shit happened, yeah, maybe I'd probably be into it. Or I'd be like more open to it. But my conscious, like my conscious self.
Now that we're online.
No. True or false? True or false? This is exactly what we talked about. True or false? Yeah. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
Yup.
I
Jesus.
try to get you slipping. Though.
Trying to
I try
paint
get
me.
you slipping.
Trying to pay me, bro.
Yo,
That's
Neo
wild.
was trying to get me to watch Adventure Time today.
I'm saying, bro. What am I saying? What did I say from day one?
Children.
Listen. I made a whole TikTok about it. You can pass it up. You can live your whole life.
I saw it. I saw the TikTok.
You
video.
could
I
li-
like the TikTok.
Thank you. Now watch
Fuck
the
you.
fucking show. Fuck you.
What is it on?
You can watch it on HBO Max. Watch it there. But there's a
I promise you. I'll make a promise to you right now. My loyalty stands this strong.
wow. Oh, what's about to happen?
I will put Adventure Time on when we get off the podcast when I lay down.
Now I will say, I love the show. I know where it has its faults. There's filler.
Don't do this. Don't do this.
Okay.
I literally
Watch the
just said I
show.
would
Watch
put
the
it
show.
on.
Watch the show.
And here's my rule. I always give it 3 episodes.
Skip
doesn't get
skip
my-
season 1. Skip season 1. Don't do season 1 then.
No. We ain't doing that. If I'm gonna watch it, I'm gonna watch it.
Okay.
If it doesn't
Shoot.
catch my attention in 3 episodes, it's fucking whack.
Oh, dude, that's so sad. There's so many good
Wait, have you watched The Office?
pieces. I've watched bits of The Office.
No. You need to watch The Office then.
No,
I'm gonna
bro.
watch it
No.
next time. You watch The
No.
Office.
You can't do this.
Nah,
I've already
fuck
watched 2 of
you,
your shows.
fuck
Fuck you. I've already watched 2 of your shows.
Yeah, and you've watched 3
Three
and
of
I've
them.
hit every time.
Yes, but mine. This
Every
one.
time I don't.
This
I
one's
don't
going
tell you
to.
watch
This
whack
one's a
shows.
slow simmer. It's gonna take some
So
time. You be
watch The
patient.
Office.
Be patient.
Slow
Be
simmer.
patient with the Adventure Time.
Okay, I'll give it 4 episodes.
No,
Watch The Office.
if I give
I'll give
it
it 4 episodes if you watch The Office.
I can't watch the whole
You
Office, and you give me 4 episodes.
You watch 3 episodes of The Office. I'll watch 4 episodes of Adventure Time.
It's not fair, bro.
If
Because
you-
wait, the
No,
only
it
reason
is fair.
the only reason I say is because one, it started as a kids show. I will give you that. It did start as a kids show, but now it just evolved. You have to give it time. You have to give it 6 seasons.
So how the fuck do I get you to watch The Office?
You watch the entirety of Adventure Time,
No.
and then
Fuck
you
no.
watch
No.
Distant
no.
Lands,
We ain't doing
and
that.
then you watch Fiona and Cake. Once you watch all 3, then I'll watch 1 episode of The Office. No, I'm just playing, but
You just lost yourself the whole deal.
no. Give
I
it a
ain't
shot.
I'm not watching Adventure Time at all.
All right, get
Oh,
fucked.
fuck you.
All right, fuck you.
You get fucked. I was trying to give you an opportunity.
4 episodes then, 4 episodes each.
I think that's fair.
Tonight? Starting tonight? Starting tonight.
I'm not gonna watch
Starting.
it tonight. I'm not gonna watch it tonight. No.
Starting. You don't have to watch all 4 episodes
yes.
tonight.
I'm not gonna watch 1 episode tonight
Why?
because I'm gonna go to bed.
You are not gonna go to bed.
I-
You know what? Fuck you. Because every night after the podcast, you go on Instagram. You're fucking active on Instagram, motherfucker. Don't even fucking bullshit me.
I'm not on Instagram.
You can watch.
Am I on Instagram? I don't know if I'm
Absolutely.
on Instagram. I don't think I am.
Absolutely, you are.
Nope.
Don't do that to me.
I'm typically like
Don't-
fate.
Don't turn your fucking active on, active off. Shit, motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck
I
if you know that
I
I'm
know when
active.
you're on.
Just for that, I'm gonna be on active till like 12. I'm just gonna leave my phone on fucking Instagram till it dies.
Watch 1 episode of The Office.
I'll watch 4. I'll watch 4 episodes. You give me 4 episodes, I'll give you 4 episodes. Okay. The Office, I know is a good show. Everybody raves about it. I just don't care enough to watch it.
good.
I know it's a
Made me
good show.
cry, it's
I
made me
know.
laugh.
But
Wait,
it-
what are the 4 things that I made you watch? Ted Lasso.
Severance?
You said was.
Ted Lasso.
What did you give Ted Lasso out of 10?
I think I gave it like an 8. It was high. It was good. It was really good.
What'd you give Severance?
Severance is like a high 9. That was really good. It was a good
So good,
show.
right?
So good.
Inside. You watched Inside. I told you to watch Inside.
Inside. What was Inside?
Oh, Burnham. The comedy.
Oh, that was good. That was really good. That was a good, like, I was super impressed. Like 8.5. That was really good.
8.5. Okay. And was it the only 3 or did I make you watch one more?
Bo Burnham was, I think, the last thing that I guess Bad
So,
Friends, if
3.
you want to like throw that in there.
Oh, Bad Friends. Oh, what are we doing? Bad Friends. Where are we rating that? Bad Friends.
It's cool. It's cool. I feel like the clip you showed me was a high. So the clip that you showed to intro it was high. I was like, this is funny. But after every
But you
episode, it's
continue
been
to
cool.
listen to it.
It's been cool. Yes, it has been cool. I give it a solid 7. It is very cool. It's been in my arsenal
Oh.
now. It's been in my
Not an
arsenal
8?
now. Just
It's gotta
because
be
like
at least an 8.
it's just the level that you set it up at. I was like, ooh, this is gonna be funny as shit.
Yeah, let me ask you this:
And it's just gotten-
is Adventure Time better than Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
I've never seen, so I'm not gonna say. What is Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Putch, do you know about this? What the fuck is this?
Yes, Hunger Force.
Meatball and Fry with Shane.
Oh, yes. I've only seen that
I
in
didn't like
on
the show.
huh?
Oh my god!
I didn't know if
like
it-
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Adults. Bro.
I'd say probably better, but that's because I don't know if I really liked the like that. I think maybe it was just
humor?
before my time. Yeah, I remember watching it and feeling like, "Ooh, I'm a badass, bro. This is on Adult Swim. Holy shit!"
I love Aqua Teen.
Can you
Hunger
please
Force.
get off stream? All right, buddy.
Damn.
It's Samuel. He's fucking.
Okay. Hey. Oh, for the record, Severance season 2 is coming out this year.
He said they can't.
2024.
Ooh, I'm hyped. He said they can't be compared. Samuel, back me up, bro. Adventure Time W show. Back me up, bro. I think he's only seen Baseline as well. So
I'm ready to see what the fuck they're gonna do with Kang the Conqueror because
I'm hyped.
Jonathan Majors
he's out.
is innocent.
Oh,
Oh wait, you know what
I think
what
he's
we're
out,
talking
though.
about today is that
Yeah, they're talking about doing Doctor Doom now.
yeah.
Yeah.
here's what we were talking about today is the Harry Potter HBO series.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be good.
I'm
That's gonna be
hoping,
Wait,
bro.
wait, Corpse. Wait, hold on. Corpse is a Harry Potter fan. He has a fucking
Ooh.
yeah.
Dark
You
Mark.
gotta
Death
list.
Eater
You gotta
too.
you gotta list them. You gotta list them.
So,
Number one.
Can I get your top 3
Okay.
Harry Potter movies?
Ah,
And hold on. Before you say anything, Damo,
Wait.
I guarantee you, the one that's your favorite and the one that's my least favorite is not in his top 3.
Wow, I'd be surprised. Wait, but my favorite is not the one that we talked about. I'll give you the list after. I love that one though.
You said that was your favorite.
No. Because I even clarified it today. But
So where is that? Where is that one in your top 3? though?
That one is probably at 2.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Punch. I want to hear yours first. I want to hear
Top
your
3.
top three.
Top 3 Harry Potter movies. Not
Just
books,
movies.
how are we judging this? Is it based off its
Your favorite.
Purely
Accuracy.
No,
purely
not-
movie.
not
Purely
accuracy.
movie.
Not accuracy. Well, actually, we can put it in accuracy as well because of the fact that that's where I base mine as well.
I don't base it because I didn't read the books. So to be fair, this is where I'm coming from.
That's fair.
But we can base it off the accuracy. So if this is in your top 3, I'm fighting you on site.
No particular order.
No, it has to be in
But
order.
just the top 3. No, it doesn't have to be in order, but
What?
just the top 3.
What do you mean?
It
Like
doesn't have to be in order, but the best 3. Not in order, but the best 3.
okay.
Goblet of
Wait, what did you say?
Oh my god, bro.
Good night. Stop right there. Stop it. Stop
Hold
it.
on.
We're not putting-
Oh, hold on.
What?
Actually, hold on.
No, come here.
We are not putting Goblet of Fire number 1.
What is your favorite Harry Potter movie?
Probably part 1.
Sorcerer's Stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
just
the
trash.
beginning.
Shame.
Beginning of the-
Shame. Bye, Dad.
There's
Bye.
no way.
He said Sorcerer's
There's
Stone.
no fucking way that you're putting Goblet of Fire in your top 3.
Wait. Say the top
Yeah,
three. Say the top three. Say
easily.
the top 3.
Easily. Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban,
Yes.
and then
Hot, bro. This list is hot.
If my number 1 is not on there, it's not hot.
I know what my number 3 would be though. I know. If he says it, bro, me and Corpse, we're just on a similar wavelength right now.
There is no way Goblet of Fire is in your top 3.
yeah, easily.
Mm-hmm.
It is a shit movie in comparison to the book.
See, but I'm not comparing it to the book, so I don't know.
It is absolute shit.
I liked the adaptation, right? I liked the portrayal. I liked the portrayal of Alistair Moody. I liked. There was a lot to it that I liked, but my favorite part was Phineas's portrayal of Voldemort in the fucking cemetery scene.
Yeah, that was
That's
sick.
the only good scene in that movie. That's not enough to make it a number 1 or top 3 movie. Here, okay, listen to me right now, okay? Hold the fuck on. I'm so pissed off at the fact that both of you, like, have you read all the books?
No. Oh wow.
Several times.
Wow. I feel validated. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
think-
I feel validated. I love you, Clutch.
I think
If you've
that-
read, hold on, because Corpse, we're gonna fucking fight, bro. This is absolute bullshit. If you've read every single Harry Potter book,
Uh-huh.
there is no way that you take the longest book in the fucking series with as deep as they went in the Triwizard fucking tournament and tell me that the Goblet of Fire is in your top 3. There's no Sphinx in the fucking movie. There's no riddles. The fucking labyrinth was fucking 4 minutes long in that shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, there's no way that you tell me that Goblet of Fire is the best fucking movie. One of the
Well,
best movies.
first, I'm
Absolute shit.
almost positive that Order of Phoenix is the longest book, which would have probably rounded out my top 3.
That is the best movie in the Harry Potter series.
It's one of the best because that was the hardest book to read for me, and I think they did the best portrayal with the battle.
The Phoenix was the longest. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right about that.
So Triwizard Tournament was a lot to put into one book. Their focus wasn't as much where the book was like this whole thing around the Triwizard Tournament, the movie more went towards like this infiltration, this showing the chinks in the armor of
No,
Hogwarts.
there's no way. Look, Harry Potter. Oh wait, hold on 1 second.
I'm almost positive the 5th book is the longest.
Hold on. Okay. it
Wait,
is.
wait. I just want to hear
By
the-
7
the-
hours.
the last one.
By 7 hours. But
By 7 hours, what? 7 hours of reading time?
yeah, reading time.
No, when
Kind of want to read the books now.
Audiobook.
It would be
So,
interesting.
Harry
I
Potter
think it would be
Order of
really
Phoenix
interesting.
is 257 words long. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire is 190,000 words long.
190,000 words long
Yeah.
for
And
Goblet of
definitely-
Fire?
Yeah.
Huh. They must have been printing these books weird.
Why? Look, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, 76,000 words long. Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, 85,000 words long. Harry Potter and Prisoner of Azkaban, 107,000. Goblet of Fire, 190. Order of the Phoenix, 257,000, which you're right, which is the best movie. The best movie out of the whole series. Half-Blood Prince, 168. And then Deathly Hallows, 198,000, which they split into 2 movies.
Now, Half-Blood Prince was probably the best book. Deathly Hallows was a really good book too.
Why
But
is
that one,
Yeah, I want to hear. I want to hear your last, because you've hit 2 fucking home run hitters. Okay, Butch.
yeah, no,
Don't-
Goblet of Fire, Prisoner of Azkaban, and
don't
then
listen to
Order of
say-
Phoenix. And Order of Phoenix, not in
Okay.
any particular order, because it kind of depends on how I'm feeling. Will determine which books I want to put. I do really like Goblet of Fire just because of its portrayal and its adaptation. I think that original, the opening Quidditch match is exactly how I imagined it as I was reading the book. Not Barty Crouch, but
Wait, which one? Which one?
in Goblet of Fire, like the stadium, them walking into the stadium,
Oh yeah, that shit was fire. When they got after they took the port key for the first, like the introduction to port keys and the way they went into it was absolutely amazing.
how I imagined it. Exactly.
But what I'm saying is the Triwizard Tournament in itself, the
Mhm.
only part they really focused on in that movie was the fucking fight against the dragon, and the dragon flight around the whole castle took the longest out of any Triwizard tournament, any one of the tournaments, the 3 tournaments. And that was absolute bullshit, in my opinion. And somebody, bro, you have to understand. I've been reading this shit since I was like in 3rd grade.
Mhm.
That's absolute bullshit. They should have made the movie 2 parts. They should have put more in depth on the whole Triwizard Tournament. The way Cedric died was absolute bullshit.
that's how he died in the book, though.
But it wasn't like it was so lackluster. It was lackluster as shit. The only things that I'll give you, this is what I'll give you about Goblet of Fire. The introduction to port keys, the actual like Quidditch in the World Cup
Mm-hmm.
was absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
But the fucking ball was bullshit. Triwizard Tournament, bullshit. The introduction of Voldemort, seeing what Voldemort looks like, absolutely amazing. I will not get past that.
touch you.
That was absolutely amazing.
His portrayal of that Voldemort was insane. He even went on a panel and said that's his favorite line.
That shit.
Ralph,
good.
he said
But
that's
that
his favorite
movie,
line.
there's no way
No, well, the thing is
it should ever be in anybody's top 3,
So no-
let alone number 1. Damo.
No, I think
No, wait.
you're looking at it from a different standpoint from how I.
That's what Damo keeps saying to me
We're-
because
we're
he says,
two.
You read the books. I never read the books.
Okay,
get it.
That's fair, but from reading the books, and that is one of my favorite books, is you because I think it's 6. I go half.
It is the best book. It's the best book.
I go Half-Blood Prince. I go Deathly Hallows, and then Goblet Fire, and that is again depending on how I feel at the moment
For books or for movies?
for the books. But for the movie, what they did is they took out. You're wanting more of a focus on the Tri-Wizard tournament and giving more emphasis on that, to where in the screenwriting they put more emphasis on, here's Alistair Moody. He's a top Or. Harry wanted to be a Or. That was his dream. Like, you know what I mean? And he was deceived, and
But he's not even in the movie. Hutch. He's not even in the movie.
Barty Crouch Jr., right, is drinking Polyjuice potion to beat Alistair Moody, right?
Correct. But you don't even get Moody until the end of the movie.
You don't get Alistair Moody until the end of the fucking book.
And then when do you see it? That's bullshit. That's absolute bullshit. You get him in the book, and then when do you get to see him again in the movies? When do you see him again in the movies?
Cisco, Alistair Moody is never in that book. You see him. That is Barty Crouch Jr.
Yes.
Barty Crouch Jr., who is Alistair Moody, when he first steps into his office and the fucking trunk is rattling, he's like, you wouldn't believe me if I told you what was in there, right?
Correct. Yes.
You see the actual Alistair at the very end of the book
But you get him again. Again.
Later on.
But you don't get him again in the movies, is what I'm saying. You see him once more, everybody takes the polyjuice, and then he fucking dies.
But you're talking about a different movie and different books. Keep the main thing the main thing. So the fourth book, the
main thing is the main thing. So you can't you can't talk about Alistair Moody in the book if it's not really him.
I'm talking about
Barty.
Yes, Barty, but he's under the disguise of Alistair Moody.
But
Right?
it's not him. That is not him, Putch, is what I'm saying. You
Cisco,
cannot take
you
the
sound fucking
portrayal of
retarded,
him.
right? You're sounding retarded right now, bro. Barty Crouch is Alistair Moody in the movie, and in this book, he is under the disguise of Alistair Moody, right?
Okay,
That is the
but that is not him.
That is one of I know I am saying the same exact fucking thing, Cisco. We know it's not him. It's Barty Crouch Jr. He's in disguise, motherfucker. Damn.
Correct.
Okay. You want to be right so bad that you're not willing
No,
to
what I'm saying
not
is
willing to hear
you're
it.
saying that we get him. He's one of the best Aurors, but it's not
Okay, now
him.
listen,
Is what I'm saying.
Hold on. So listen, put your listening ears on. So you have this character.
Oh,
of
he a little
Alistair
bro
Moody.
to you, dude. I
You
don't
have
know.
this
I
character
don't
of
know.
Alistair Moody, right? He's this top Auror, all this shit, right? But he is even deceived, invested.
Guys,
by
I don't
this
know what the
man,
fuck's
Barty
going on
Crouch
at this
Jr.,
point.
who
I
is a
kind of
Death
need to go to
Eater.
sleep.
So this
Correct.
the screenplay, and then you even have Ivan. I can't say his last name. Rokanov. You see his example as a Death Eater. You see actually Severus Snape as a Death Eater. You're starting to see these things, right? You see how Dumbledore is backing up Snape, which sets up the sixth book, right? So you're seeing a lot of these different things. So instead of I think where you would have enjoyed the movie a little more is if they put a little higher of an emphasis on like the Tri-Wizard tournament and kind of stretching that out a little more. What the screenwriting was really going for was showing the deception of Death Eaters, their actual power, the way that they pulled up to the World Cup, the Quidditch World Cup, the way that Barty Crouch bested Alistair, which we learn at the end of the movie, and then also the fucking graveyard scene. Ivan's involvement with the fucking Tri-Wizard tournament and it being manipulated to allow Harry Potter in. And there's this whole thing of it can't be manipulated. It's pure magic. Blah, 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 blah. Well, it's setting up the strength of what the Death Eaters really are, which is then.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm agreeing with you 100%. That's why it sets up the movies in a great way, right? Like it shows. And the number one thing, which a lot of people don't fucking talk about, is Dumbledore's deception in the whole thing, right? Like you have that scene. I don't remember what movies.
That's why it's my favorite. That's
but
why
you have that scene where Snape is talking with Dumbledore, and he says, "So you've set the boy up to be slaughtered like a pig." I think it was Half-Blood Prince. Deathly Hallows, Part 1, right? Deathly Hallows Part 1. He says, "You've set the boy up to be slaughtered like a pig." So I understand where you're coming from in the sense that it's setting up the presence of the Death Eaters, how they've gone up. Because, yeah, Crumb didn't know his whole fucking realm in the fucking thing. He just knew that he was playing Quidditch and being part of the Tri-Wizard tournament. But he didn't know that his fucking leader was a fucking Death Eater and being part of the whole shit either. So I get what you're saying that, and yes,
So
and that's the same thing that Damien tells me is as a reader of the books, I may be biased on how the movies come out, but yes, I didn't. I feel the Triwizard Tournament is such a it's such a prolific part of that whole of the whole series. Is a very main part, especially the way the other characters with Flo and everybody who's in the fucking labyrinth. Cedric's in the labyrinth as well. There's so much other shit that goes on in the labyrinth that is not talked about, that needs to be talked about. And that's what I'm hoping the HBO series brings apart. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, bro. I get it. I know you have a Death Eater tattoo. I know you're just as big of a fan as I am. But I'm talking about strictly from the literature. There's so many characters that need to be involved in the making of this HBO series that were not involved in the, like, Peeves needs to be involved. The rest of the fucking ghosts need to be involved in this shit. Like, the rest of the elves need to be involved in this shit, not just Dobby.
I hope they don't.
And Creature.
Hogwarts. I hope they don't touch anything with Hogwarts. They can't. They honestly can't because a lot of the cast doesn't want to come back.
The rest of the cast in the books, the rest of the people that are in the books, besides, like I said, there needs to be more elves besides Creature and Dobby. There needs to be Peeves. There needs to be more fucking ghosts. There needs to be so much shit that goes into this series to make it good. Like, I hope, because they're talking about making this a 10-year series, like Game of Thrones. There needs to be so much that goes into this than just what they put in the movies.
They need to do a season on. They need to do a season on the other schools, right? Like Durmstrang and all that. They need to do a season on that. They need to do at least a season going into like kind of like a Fantastic Beasts almost, where they kind of explore what the Wizarding world actually looks like.
You know what I thought? I thought would have been a way better spinoff. Would have been this was just like a fleeting thought when I was watching. I think I was watching Half-Blood Prince the other day. I was like, bro, we should have gotten a Hagrid movie instead of a Fantastic Beasts. Fantastic Beasts is cool.
That's the other thing.
But that would have been so cool to see his like evolution and then getting to like Dumbledore to like finally get the little house near Hogwarts and stuff like that.
Well,
Bro, they only talk about Hagrid's past once in the whole movie series.
Yeah,
one
like,
time.
Bro, it'd been so cool.
And it's in Chamber of Secrets, and that's when Tom Riddle goes up, and that's with Aragog, and he says, "Oh, he didn't mean to hurt them, this, that, and the other." And it's a young fucking Hagrid, and then Aragog comes out of the fucking chest and runs away. That's it. You don't hear anything else about Hagrid the whole fucking series. You don't know that he was fucking expelled from Hogwarts. You don't know any of that shit, but they're talk about that in the books, and that's what I'm saying. Like that's the type of shit that they need to put into this fucking series that they didn't put in the fucking movies.
Well, there's a fan theory that Hagrid was a Death Eater, low key. There's been a lot of stuff circulating around him. I would have liked it more, but the actor sadly passed away.
Yeah, R.I.P.
So that just makes that adaptation really hard. They need to do the founders of the school.
They also had the other fan theory that Hagrid was more powerful than Tom Riddle, but he wasn't a Death Eater, and that's why Tom got him expelled from the school.
Yeah, that he was of one of the top ranks. I've seen something like that too. Like he was one of the best students, but then
that's why he was able to use his umbrella. That's why he was able to use his umbrella as a wand and not have an actual wand itself.
Yeah.
That was another fan theory.
Yeah. That he's like uber powerful.
You guys know the fan theory too about who killed Harry's owl, right? Hedwig? No? So there's a fan theory that states that in the events of Order of the Phoenix, when they're all flying through the air and Hagrid is they're all trying to get Harry to safety. Wait, no, that's not Order of the
Deathly Hallows.
Deathly Hallows. When they're all trying to get Harry back to the Weasley household and they're all flying through the air and all that shit, and Hagrid gets hit and he's all they're trying to say that Snape is the one that killed Hedwig to not give away the fact that Snape was with them so that the Death Eaters could follow them in order to know where Harry was, but not give away the fact of quote unquote where he was. Like it's like some weird fan theory, bro. But there's a fan theory that Snape is the one who killed Hedwig, and there's the fan theory that Snape, when he was headmaster, killed the two other Death Eaters when the spell was cast upon him, and he like retracted it towards them and then shifted away. But yeah, there's a lot of fucking like Snape's story is one of the best stories in the Harry Potter universe.
Tom Riddle's still my favorite. Tom Riddle's origin story, and I hope that they do a season on that. I would like to see, the expansion on his dad and his mom, the love potion, all that shit, and then him, going to school, acquiring, knowledge from Slughorn, building up his following, and then, applying at Hogwarts for Defense of the Dark Arts, being rejected, this curse, all this shit, doing the Horcruxes. I would like to see. You could do like 3 or 4 seasons on that.
The Horcruxes, I would love to see how he learned on how to do that and making them.
That would
Because
be cool.
there's also the tie with Nagini, right, from the Fantastic Beasts series.
She's a maledictus.
How, yes, and she was doomed to being stuck as an animal, right? Which I haven't watched all the Fantastic Beasts series. I have no interest in watching them. I'm not a fan of them. I wasn't a fan of the first or second one. But yeah, there is that whole concept as well about how she got stuck as a snake and became a Horcrux for Snape, for Voldemort. That's an interesting thing as well.
I was always curious, and I kind of had a theory that Nagini at one
Fucked up by
point.
bringing this up, Damon.
I know. I was like, bro, I kind of gotta, but we could do this as my topic. I'd love to still talk about it. I'm running through the movies right now, so.
5 more minutes. Give us 5 more minutes.
But okay.
No, I always thought that she was part human because there's
I'll
a
be
lot
back.
of times that Voldemort speaks to her in plain English.
Nagini?
Nagini.
Yeah. So here's my theory on this is that he's not actually talking verbally to her.
What do you mean?
He's not talking to her verbally. It's mentally. Because there's times where Harry hears his voice and he's talking to Harry, but there's no way he could be talking to him verbally because he's nowhere near him.
Well, it was the whole thing when he kills the teacher and he goes Nagini, dinner, and I was like,
Yeah.
why is he speaking in plain English? Like, why wouldn't we hear this in parcel tongue?
But you don't see him saying that. You don't see him saying Nagini dinner. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You never see his mouth wording that.
I do remember reading the book and seeing in most times in the book when they are speaking parcel tongue, they state it. Like in parcel tongue, Harry said this, or in parcel tongue, Voldemort said that. But I would have to reread it. I don't remember it being said that way. Which just always made me curious to maybe there's something, because the Animagus was pretty fucking well explained. And so it made me curious as maybe there's another way. And then once the movie came out, I was like, holy fuck. I was like, oh my God, I was, halfway right. It's like
stuck. She was stuck.
She was stuck. A magical,
was
it's like a magical blood disease or some shit where
she could no longer transform. She was stuck as a snake. And Frankie says Snape is a badass. I agree. I think Snape is the best character in Harry Potter.
A young Snape season played by Adam Driver would be one of the best castings of all time. One of the greatest.
In Fantastic Beasts, you see Dumbledore using that power to talk to Credence. So here's the thing. I think, honestly, after watching and reading the books, Dumbledore is low-key a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But in the sense of he's just trying to keep the magical world, and keep it at peace, doing what he needs. His loyalty, going back to the topic of the podcast, his loyalty is to the magical world, not to anybody. But Snape, his loyalty was to Dumbledore, but also to Lily, and making sure that Harry, was safe. But in the long run, I think that Snape was dumbfounded in the sense of Harry wound up being the one, and what he had to do in order to save him.
See, and
Like,
my
he was in a crossroads of his loyalty.
See, and I have a fat theory that I came up with by myself that Peter Pettigrew was assigned to the Potters by Snape because he hated all of them. He hated Lupin, he hated Sirius, he hated James, but there was never a thing about him and Peter Pettigrew. There was never a thing.
What do you mean assigned though? Because he was assigned to the Weasleys essentially.
No,
as a
the
rat.
Peter Pettigrew was assigned to he was the one other person who had knowledge of the location of the Potters. It's when he faked his death, right? Lost his finger, faked his death. He just so happened to end up with the Weasleys, right? That was kind of like just so happened to be chance, you know what I mean? Ended up with this family then who ended up being close to Harry. And there's some people who think like he was kind of planted there because he knew that these kids were the same age and, you know, type of thing, like Death Eater thing. But I think an Adam Driver portraying Severus, a young Severus Snape, would be an amazing casting.
Absolutely.
And I think that would be 2-3 seasons worth of work right there in itself. They have a lot they can do with the series, and I'm hoping to see it. I'm hoping to see it in it. I want to see the creators of Hogwarts though, the Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, you know, Rowena Ravenclaw. I want to see that. I want to see a movie or a show on that, you know, a season or two, because I think there's a lot to explore. You can see.
I don't think we'll get that though. I don't think we'll get that. I think that may be like a prequel that they'll do after, you know, kind of like how they're doing with Game of Thrones and they did with House of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we'll get the origination of how Hogwarts came. I think we're just gonna get Harry Potter in the essence of Harry Potter, and then I think after that we'll get the creation of Hogwarts. But I think that what they have to do with the Harry Potter HBO series to be successful is genuinely take everything of the books and make it a week by week series on in that of itself. Like, let me tell you, when the Hogwarts Legacy game came out, I was so hyped because it was literally everything in the books that I wished for.
But you stopped playing it.
Oh, I did. I stopped playing it because it was so long, bro. It was so long. There was no multiplayer. I just stopped playing it. But I was hype about it. Like, it was good. It was a good fucking game. And not saying that I won't go, because I will go back and play, like, just like Resident Evil. I took like a month off that game and started playing it again. I will go back and finish that game. I'm almost done with Resident Evil. I'm only 2 chapters away from beating the game. I will go back and play that game, but yeah, they need to. They have a lot. I really hope it's not a flop. Really hope it's not.
Me too.
They can't ruin this.
Yeah, they can't, bro. They have so much fucking writing on this shit. But
Yeah, get to sleep, bro.
I do.
Yeah, I was about to say, gentlemen, let's wrap this because it's 1:30 for me.
Next week I got the topic. All right.
You gotta call me. You gotta call me twice. You gotta call me twice in the morning.
I got you. I'll have to fucking put an extra alarm right now. Nah, I should
Well,
be fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, those who have been enjoying, I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Yeah, this is the usual Tuesday coming to you on a Wednesday because we do what we want around here. Yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I usually do my weekly sign off, right? And I really like this one. I came across this one. It goes, "Man who suffers because he takes seriously what the gods have made for fun." So in our suffering is,
I like that.
sometimes we take life a little too serious. Yeah, and though things do require our attention and require, you know, a certain level of dedication and loyalty to it, always remember that the gods of this universe put these things in life for us to enjoy. So through every trial and tribulation, find where we are supposed to enjoy these things, whether it's through growing pains or growing wise. Yeah, take it one day at a time. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good day, week, month, year in life. This is Big Corpse. Until next time.
Yo, be safe, everybody. Thanks so much for watching, viewing, subscribing. We'll whether it be a second, a minute, an hour, the whole thing on the playback, anything that you watched. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. I'll see you next week. Thank you. And thank you to my beautiful gentleman for co-hosting with me, you know?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for my community being a part of this Zeros community, Corpses community so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in, whether you're listening before or after we go live, whether you were listening back on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you guys get your podcasts. I appreciate you guys so much. As always, you guys stay healthy, stay happy. I love you. Keep smiling. And we will see you guys on the next one. As always. Peace.
All right, boys. Love you guys.
All right, boys. You guys be safe.
Bye, guys. Alrighty, chat. The one person left. I have to dip out. Thanks so much for watching, viewing, subscribing, hanging with me here on the fucking party cast. I have to go to bed. I'm so tired. We ran that way longer than we should have, to be fair, but I also fucked up. I shouldn't have brought up Harry Potter. Next time I know. Alrighty, be safe, everybody. Thanks so much for watching. Peace. I'll see you Friday. Peace.